when you look at the crowds today, you have maybe 5,000-6,000 people here. On the streets yesterday, 1 million people, 1 million Iranians in the street for the Ayatollah Khomeini. Does that not give you concern? Does that not make you afraid?
Because they are afraid, yeah, that's right. And most of the people don't say anything because they are afraid. And they are in silence, you know, they don't say anything.
Is this the silent majority of Iran out here now?
Yes, that's right.
Do you want the Shah to return?
Yes, Shah, return to the country.
What about you, Shah? Why do you want the Shah? Why does she want the Shah?
ما شاه میخوایم ما بیچاره این شادی کشتنش حلاله کجای قرآن گفته
47 years we've been bleeding in the dark, under the shadow of the Islamic regime, with a stone-cold heart. They silenced our voices, they turned off our light. 58 days without internet, but we still fought the night. Our children took the streets, they raised their empty hands, and the world looked away. Do you understand? Do you know Europe? Do you know what's been done? Do you know Europe? 42,000 souls are gone, killed in 2 days by a regime drenched in blood. Do you know Europe? Or have you just given up? Do you know Europe? Do you feel anything at all? Or did something break inside you while Iran answered the call? Do you know Europe? 42,000 lives, 2 days, that's all it took. Mothers and fathers and sons, did you even look? We stand with Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi, our hope and voice. Millions behind him marching, he is our only choice. He only fights for freedom, democracy and human rights. But you mock him in your chambers while he fights for our lives, to pull us out of this darkness, this century-long night, while you sign deals with our killers and call it diplomatic right. Do you know Europe? Do you know what's been done? Do you know Europe? They hang 60-40 souls one by one, hanged within 4 months by a regime drenched in blood. Do you know Europe? Or have you just given up? Do you know Europe? Do you feel anything at all? Or did something break inside you while Iran answered the call? Do you know Europe? What happened to you, Europe? What made you so cold? What turned your heart to stone? while our story went untold. Is oil worth more than blood? Is silence worth the shame? Because while you negotiate with murderers, we are dying, calling your name. Do you know Europe? Do you know what's been done? Do you know Europe? 42,000 souls are gone, killed in 2 days by a regime drenched in blood. Do you know Europe? Or have you just given up? Do you know Europe? We are still here. We are still strong. Do you know Europe? How much longer? How much longer? How long? Do you know Europe?
To all of our friends around the world, under the yoke of the Islamic Republic, Iran is identified in your minds with terrorism, extremism, and poverty. The real Iran is a different Iran, a beautiful, peace-loving, and flourishing Iran. It is the Iran that existed before the Islamic Republic, and it is the Iran that will rise again from its ashes the day the Islamic Republic falls. So let me be clear about how a free Iran will act towards its neighbors and the world after the fall of this regime. In security and foreign policy, Iran's nuclear military program will end. Support for terrorist groups will cease immediately. A free Iran will work with regional and global partners to confront terrorism, organized crime, drug trafficking, and extremist Islamism. Iran will act as a friend and a stabilizing force in the region, and it will be a responsible partner in global security. In diplomacy, relations with the United States will be normalized, and our friendship with America and her people will be restored. The State of Israel will be recognized immediately. We will pursue the expansion of the Abraham Accords into the Cyrus Accords, bringing together a free Iran, Israel, and the Arab world. A new chapter will begin, grounded in mutual recognition, sovereignty, and national interest. In energy, Iran holds some of the largest oil and gas reserves in the world. A free Iran will become a reliable energy supplier to the free world. Policymaking will be transparent. Iran's actions will be responsible. Prices will be predictable. In transparency and governance, Iran will adopt and enforce international standards. Money laundering will be confronted. Organized corruption will be dismantled. Public institutions will answer to the people. In the economy, Iran is one of the world's last great untapped markets. Our population is educated, modern, with a diaspora that connects it to the four corners of the world. A democratic Iran will open its economy to trade, investment, and innovation, and Iran will seek to invest in the world. Opportunity will replace isolation. This is not an abstract vision. It is a practical one, grounded in national interest, stability, and cooperation. To achieve this, now is the time to stand with the Iranian people. The fall of the Islamic Republic and the establishment of a secular, democratic government in Iran will not only restore dignity to my people, it will benefit the region and the world. A free Iran will be a force for peace, for prosperity, and for partnership.
وقتی واسه غم نی گرچه قصه هامون کم نیست همه خسته این قبولم ما فرصتی واسه ماتم نیست روشن میشه فردا خورشید سرزمین ما سرم باز و سینه سپر بلند میگم جاوید شاه وقتی واسه غم نی گرچه قصه هامون کم نیست همه خسته این قبولم ما فرصتی واسه ماتم نیست روشن میشه فردا خورشید سرزمین ما سرم باز و سینه سپر بلند میگم جاوید شاه روبروم یه واژه یه هدف به نام انتقامه پشت سرم دعای مادر و تو دستم تفنگ بابامه رو زبونم اسم شاه بگین عشق بی انتهاست هر جا اسم ایران اومد اونجا صدای بچه رضاست فردا می نویسن تو کتاب قصه ی دیمار بگو با تیر جنگی کشتن بچه های بیگناه رو بگو از بخت مادرها چیر زنا و دخترامون بگو تنها شهید شدیم تا تنها نمونه شامون وقتی واسه غم نی گرچه قصه هامون کم نیست همه خسته این قبولم ما فرصتی واسه ماتم نیست روشن میشه فردا خورشید سرزمین ما سرم باز و سینه سپر بلند میگم جاوید شاه وقتی واسه غم نی گرچه قصه هامون کم نیست همه خسته این قبولم ما فرصتی واسه ماتم نیست روشن میشه فردا خورشید سرزمین ما سرم باز و سینه سپر بلند میگم جاوید شاه وقتی واسه غم نی گرچه قصه هامون کم نیست
همه خسته این قبولم ما فرصتی واسه ماتم نیست روشن میشه فردا خورشید سرزمین ما سرم باز و سینه سپر بلند میگم جاوید شاه
سلام من به تو یار قدیمی منم همون هوادار قدیم
سید سلام چطوری مرد کلی کتلت شدین دایی بدون مدرک سلام بسیجی قهرمان رفتی پیش توسی با پنیر و یه نون سنگک سلام به محفل قرآنیتون سلام به مدیرای بحرانیتون سلام به حاجی اکبر و طوله هاش و خارج و رفقای ارگانیتون سلام به دزدای پول ملت که تش میفتین توی تور ملت سلام به همه شما کرکسایی که دارین نونتون رو میزنین تو خون ملت که تش زیر دست و پاک و تک بخورین حالا هی به یه بادکنک بدوین سلام آخر تو زندان باشه وقتی قرار به این آب خنک بخورین مرگ بر ملا متولی ننگ در دنیا ننگ بر دوتا مجاهد چپی بعد از ملا مرگ بر ملا متولی ننگ در دنیا ننگ بر دوتا مجاهد چپی بعد از ملا اینو بگذاریم به خاک میرسیم تجزیه طلبی که به خاک بیرسیم ایران مردمش وطن پرستن از کرد تا بلوچ بری به فاک میرسی توف به هر کی مرسی است توف به هر کی در پی تجزیه است توف به لوی و همونی که شیفته ی گل ملیگرا تو وطن خدا نسلی هست سر کردستان همه برپا شدن بلوچستان فدای مهسا شدن شم واحد که شیر و خورشید ما بقی جعلی ها تنها شدن شادی باشه واسه همه در میهن کور بشه چه شهرچی اهریمن رخه رو بگی تا اون 6 کلاس سواد و خبرگان و مجد سری ترجیحن شبهای عروس و دامادی باشه برن سلامتی نوش کنن آبادی باشه مقصد کجاست میدون شهیاده به سمت اتوبان آزادی باشه سلام به نسل ندید پدیدا نبودیم ندیدیم قدیمتی ما شاه بود تو شادی کل میزدین حالا شاه بر میگرده پیک میزنین مرگ بر ملا متولی ننگ در دنیا ننگ بر دوتا مجاهد چپی بعد از ملا مرگ بر ملا متولی ننگ در دنیا ننگ بر دوتا مجاهد چپی بعد از ملا مرگ بر ملا متولی ننگ در دنیا ننگ بر دوتا مجاهد چپی بعد از ملا
اگه به این خوشگلی با نوایده بود اسم این عشقاین رو توش بیاریم ولی خب لازم بود دیگه فکر کنم با نوایده
Raptor fighter flying over the sea.
Let's go. میخوام بگم از دلم، از عشق به این میهنم، به امید روز شکست دشمن شاه برمیگرده به وطن. برگشتن پهلوی، وحشت هر اجنبی، بلند بگو همشهری شاه رضا پهلوی. نظام رسیده پرتگاه، بلند بگو جاوید شاه. برگشت شاه به میهن، دوای درد وطن. این آخرین نبرده، پهلوی برمیگرده. داره میاد پهلوی، زجه بزن سید علی. راه نجات وطن، پهلوی هموطن. ایران میشه گلستان، شاه که بیاد به ایران. ایران که شاه نداره، حساب کتاب نداره. آخون باید گم بشه، توپ تانک فشفشه. گم شو بیرون اجنبی، داره میاد پهلوی. فریاد بزن جاوید شاه، شعار هر وطن ها. ما شاه میخوایم نه ملا، بذار بشنوه دنیا. ایرانی داد بزن، شاه تو فریاد بزن. برگشتن پهلوی، وحشت هر اجنبی. بلند بگو هموطن، شاه رضا پهلوی. فریاد بزن جاوید شاه، شعار هر وطن خواه. بلند بگو جاوید شاه، شعار هر وطن خواه. فریاد بزن جاوید شاه، شعار هر وطن خواه. فریاد بزن جاوید شاه، شعار هر وطن خواه. بلند بگو جاوید شاه، شعار هر وطن خواه.
Look at us here today. We see so many flags representing so many nations. We know we are not alone, and we thank you for being with us. For all people around the world who stand today in unity with the Iranian people, this is not just because it's good for us, and you do it out of compassion and care for our rights to liberty and justice and equality and human rights. But understand that it is in your best interest too, to have, unlike this regime that has been propagating terror and radicalism, we the people of Iran are peacemakers and not warmongers. We like to be friends, especially with the free world. We'd like to be able to have the best neighborly relationship with the people of our area in the region, with the Arab countries, with Israel, and all our other neighbors. We are fighting for justice, we're fighting for human rights, we are fighting for liberty, we're fighting to put an end to all sorts of discrimination. Because as an Iranian, I stand here to tell you that I've dedicated 47 years of my life because I think that my country deserves far better than what we have right now. To now understand that their best remedy is to support the people of Iran, because ultimately a free Iran will be your best partner, not just to bring stability and peace, but it will be in your best economic interest and opportunities. Together we can prosper again, and the world will be so different once the Iranian people are free. I am here to guarantee a transition to secular democratic future. I am committed to be that leader of transition for you, so we can one day have the final opportunity to decide the fate of our country through a democratic, transparent process, through the ballot box and free elections. And let's make sure that this time, especially the free nations of this world and their governments, stand on the right side of history.
Well, Durud Patriots, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to a later edition of day 148 of Iran Revolution Live with your wonderful and amazing host, Mr. Armin Navabi.
And your wonderful and amazing host, Goldie Ghamari.
Thank you. Armin, I would ask how you're doing today, but I have a feeling I kind of know the answer, but I'll ask anyway. How are you doing today?
I'm feeling optimistic because of recent posts by President Trump, but I'm also dealing with a lot of messages from inside Iran. I'm really nervous, thinking that there's a deal that has been signed, and I'm trying to go through so many messages telling them there is no deal, no deal has been signed. It hasn't even begin towards moving towards the deal being signed. Like, guys, read the post, read exactly what is happening. This is not at all what you think it is. I mean, at least not yet. And the blockade is still there. The red lines of the United States is still there. The red lines of the Islamic Republic is still there. But I don't know, Goldie, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling optimistic. I know it's hard to see. I know it's hard for a lot of people who are not familiar with geopolitics or, the analysis or how it all sort of works. But I am feeling pretty optimistic because President Trump hasn't actually said anything new that is contrary to his previous position. And his Truth Social posts have made that very clear. We're also seeing the internal infighting of the Islamic regime really bubbling to the surface because I actually made a video yesterday called Who Controls Iran? And I was speaking about who really controls things behind the scenes. And, it's not the president. It's not the supreme cardboard dictator. And, you and I, we've talked about this before by showing the boom, boom, bingo sheet. Who's really in control of Iran right now is the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, aka Vahidi. And there's also like messaging coming from inside of occupied Iran right now that is not only contradicting what President Trump is saying, but they're contradicting each other, right? Apparently Pezeshkian is saying one thing. Pezeshkian's the president, the puppet. He's saying one thing. IRGC commanders are saying another thing. It's just a total state of chaos. And I think President Trump knows that. And so, I mean, sure, like on first reading, when you kind of just look at what President Trump says, you might think that, okay, like a deal has been made. But nothing is farther from the truth, Armin. And I just want to share this post because I was speaking about this last night. So, like President Trump's Truth Social post, where he says agreement largely negotiated. So this is what kind of started off this whole firestorm last night. He said, and what's interesting, Armin, and I pointed this out, is that this part of his statement is highlighted. So the official White House account deliberately highlighted this portion of his message because when you highlight something, that's basically like you're basically saying to people, pay attention to this part here. So when we look at what the highlighted part reads, it says, an agreement has been largely negotiated subject to finalization between the United States of America and the Islamic Republic of Iran. So that basically says there's no actual deal, really. But everyone is freaking out and everyone is saying, "Oh, there's a deal, there's a deal." I don't see it. I don't see it.
No.
And then there's been subsequent messages and other things out there, but I will let you get to all of that. So that's just sort of my initial analysis here. But Armin, I'd love to hear your thoughts, and I'd love to see what posts you have to share with us.
Yeah, Goldie, you're first of all, as usual, so on point. Not only a deal has not been signed, and people are reacting online as if a deal has been signed, the MOU hasn't even been signed. Not even the MOU has been signed. The announcement is that we're at the final stages of signing, which means it hasn't been signed, an MOU that is supposed to then create a time period that maybe we're going to get to a deal which both sides have still not even budged even a little bit on the red lines. Not even a bit. And President Trump, in the most recent post that you just said, Goldie, that he posted, makes it clear that the red lines are still there. IRGC, thank you, IRGC. They also posted saying that the red lines are still there. So, yeah, still miles away. Still miles away. So I don't know how this deal could happen. And based on President Trump's recent post, it seems like they're not budging at all. And if the Islamic Republic agrees to a deal that meets President Trump's standards, that is full surrender. That is absolutely full surrender. And Goldie, you're so correct regarding the internal divisions. It has escalated to the nth degree. Kamran Ghamari, which is a member of parliament within the Islamic Republic, he's not very important, but what makes it important is that IRGC posted this video of Kamran Ghamari coming out and saying what to the government, meaning Pezeshkian, why did you accept a ceasefire without the permission of Mujtaba? Why did you threaten our supreme leader that you will resign if he doesn't give in to your request for being flexible with the Americans? Why are you being an obstacle in the Islamic Republic's path to respond harshly to Israel? Why did you say that if they attack American navies, you will resign? And interestingly, why has Abbas Araghchi provided the signal to the Americans to assassinate Ali Khamenei? Huge accusations by IRGC against Abbas Araghchi, saying Abbas Araghchi put out the signal out there to the Americans to come and assassinate Ali Khamenei.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? This was like, the craziest day. And honestly, like I've been sort of away from media and news for a while because I was attending a summit. Happy to talk about that a little bit later. But literally, the day that I'm not monitoring the media, all this crazy news comes out. Okay, spill the beans. Share. Where are these posts?
Oh, okay. So here's the.
I want to see the Araghchi accusation.
I mean, it's 8 minutes of video, but let me give you.
I'm good with that. I think you need to translate this for us. Like, we need Armin GPT right now.
Okay. So, guys, this is a member of parliament, and at first, when I saw it, I was like, okay, who the hell is El Ghamari? He's not important. But then Murad Vaisi said that this video is actually very important because even though Ghamari is only a member of parliament, the video was released by IRGC, which makes this not very importantly, seemingly important person all of a sudden very important, because that means that this is the official position of IRGC.
When did Murad Vaisi say that?
earlier today.
Oh my gosh, I have missed so much news. Wow. Oh my gosh. This is big.
Yes.
Okay, so now you have to translate this video because this is critical. Guys, you are about to get the insider analysis into what's really happening within the Islamic regime. And you're not going to get this in the mainstream media.
Oh wow. Okay, yes. Okay. All right. It's 8 minutes. So let me get into it then.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
No.
I missed that.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay. Oh my God. So it says in the name of Allah. No.
جریان محافظه‌کار و سازشکار که به تعبیر امام خامنه‌ای شهید قتلگاه انقلاب است، همانی است که بر برخی ارکان حاکمیتی خیمه زده و خسارت‌های متعددی به کشور و انقلاب وارد کرده است. به تعبیر امام خامنه‌ای شهید بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. جریان محافظه‌کار و سازشکار که به تعبیر امام خامنه‌ای شهید قتلگاه انقلاب است.
So he's saying the part of the regime, the part of the government who has a strategy of appeasement, according to our Imam, which is part of the government that is responsible for the greatest defeats and the death of the place where the slaughterhouse of the regime. So the people within the regime who want to appease with the Americans, have a strategy of appeasement with the Americans, are the slaughterhouse of the regime.
همانی است که بر برخی ارکان حاکمیتی خیمه زده و خسارت‌های متعددی به کشور و انقلاب وارد کرده است.
So these are the people who have caused a lot of damage to the revolution and to the regime.
جناب آقای پزشکیان.
Oh, he just got right into it.
Oh my God! Whoa! Guys, he just called out Pezeshkian. Wait.
Yeah.
Let me bring up the Boom Boom Durka bingo sheet, guys.
Okay.
Whoa! He just went right for it. Oh my God!
No chill.
No chill. Okay, so guys, right away, that Durka dude, literally just called out Pezeshkian. Pezeshkian is the president of the Islamic regime. However, as Armin and I have both explained, the president is pretty much a puppet of the IRGC. He tried to resign a while ago. They wouldn't let him. The guy's pretty much being held hostage. So here's the thing. Anyone who thinks that the president of the Islamic regime occupying Iran has any control or say or power knows nothing about Iran. So that, just right off the bat. So for all the Western analysts and all the media pundits out there or whatever, if anyone tries to say, oh, Pezeshkian said this and therefore that's what the Islamic regime is doing, that in and of itself should be a signal to you right away that that person knows absolutely nothing about the Islamic regime or Iran, because the president has always been a puppet of those who are actually in control behind the scenes. So anyways, all right, let's go back to it. So there you go. So he's calling out the useless president.
Yeah. Yes. So Goldie, with that in mind, that the president is useless, why would he be blaming him if he's a nobody? Because he's the perfect scapegoat. He's the perfect scapegoat because he's a nobody.
Exactly. So I mean, they might Rafsanjani him. He might be Rafsanjani, or what was the other one? Raisi. He might be Raisi soon.
Oh yeah. Bull or a bear? Okay. This is my position. Yeah. This is my position and wanted to resign.
And they wouldn't let him.
They wouldn't let him. Yes.
را بدون اجازه رهبری آتش‌بس را پذیرفتید.
So he's saying, Pezeshkian, why did you accept the ceasefire without the permission of the supreme leader?
این که رهبری در پیام
So guys, remember, given that this was posted by IRGC, this is IRGC attack on Pezeshkian.
را بدون اجازه رهبری آتش‌بس را پذیرفتید.
اینکه رهبری در پیام‌های خود هیچ اشاره‌ای به آتش‌بس نمی‌کنند یعنی که آن را قبول ندارند.
So he's saying given that the supreme leader Mujtaba is not mentioning ceasefire at all in any of his messages, it means that he doesn't agree with ceasefire. So why are you Pezeshkian working for ceasefire when it's obvious that Mujtaba does not want ceasefire?
شما همان گونه که در ماجرای جنگ 12 روزه بدون اجازه رهبر شهید ما آتشبس را پذیرفتید و با این کار خود اسرائیل را از نابودی نجات دادید.
He said,
oh my God, what did he actually say that?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is wild. The level of cope is insane. Oh my gosh, I can't believe he just said that.
Racist, these people. Oh my God, delusional.
Oh my gosh.
So guys, he's saying that in the same way that during the 12-day war, without the permission of the supreme leader Ali Khamenei, you accepted the ceasefire, and by doing that you saved Israel from guaranteed absolute destruction. Okay. So Pezeshkian saved Israel by accepting the ceasefire during the 12-day war, apparently. And
guys, do you understand how insane that sounds? Like, so they're saying that during the 12-day conflict back last summer, when President Trump, brokered the ceasefire deal, the Islamic regime was pretty much close to being boomed to obliteration, including Khamenei, and everything had been destroyed. And now this Durka is saying that in fact it's the opposite. During the 12-day conflict, the Islamic regime was this close to eradicating Israel, but they weren't able to do so because Pezeshkian, the president, agreed to the ceasefire against the wishes of the supreme dictator Ali Khamenei. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yes. And Goldie, this is actually the position of vast majority of pro-regime people. If you go look at their comments and their posts and the people in the streets, pro-regime people in the streets, that's what they think. That's genuine. That's why they don't want ceasefire, because they think that every single time that we're about to completely destroy Israel and wipe it off the map, somebody comes and announces a ceasefire. That's what they think. Yeah.
That's wild. Oh my God.
And this requires another delusion as well. It also requires believing that the IRGC wanted to continue, but because Pezeshkian said stop, the IRGC are like, well, Pezeshkian told us to stop, so we had to stop. As if the IRGC waits for the commands, as if the IRGC ignores the commands of Ali Khamenei and says, well, Pezeshkian said so we are forced to stop now.
That's the insane part of this, right? Like they're literally pretending as if Pezeshkian had more authority than Ali Khamenei.
Ali Khamenei.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Okay.
این بار نیز با پذیرش آتشبس آمریکا و اسرائیل را از زیر بار ضربات خرد کننده موشک‌ها و پهپادهای ما نجات دادید.
Oh my God.
No. Armin, I was not ready for this level of delusional cope.
So, he's saying, oh my God. He's saying this time again, by announcing a ceasefire, you have saved Israel and United States by the crushing, from them being crushed into pieces from the forces of our missiles and our drones.
Yeah. So guys, so apparently, so what he's saying is that the United States, during this conflict, this current conflict, the United States was this close to being completely obliterated off the face of the planet. And the Islamic regime was this close to finishing off the United States. But the reason that the United States survived is because Pezeshkian agreed to the ceasefire. That's what he's saying. Like, this is wild. This is I cannot believe this. Like, yeah, you know what? Like, this is a great comment. Like, Dom is saying, I want what he's smoking. Right? Like, yeah. Oh my gosh. Guys, Americans, I'm telling you right now, you guys dodged a bullet. You guys dodged a bullet thanks to Pezeshkian. Pezeshkian, the president of the Islamic regime, right?
Right.
You guys dodged a bullet. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Yeah, actually, according to these people, Pezeshkian is actually a Zionist spy coming out and saving Israel every time they're about to get, destroyed. Yeah.
Armin, what are the chances of Pezeshkian surviving the next, week?
Well, here's the thing. It's really hard. It's a hard balance for the regime because they need to keep him as a scapegoat, okay? Every time they need to be flexible or bend the knee or be humiliated to be like, oh, it was him. It wasn't because of us. It wasn't because of IRGC. It was because of him. So they need to protect him because he's useful for that. But at the same time, they're causing so much hate against him that it becomes hard to protect him. Right. So, yeah.
Oh,
because there are people there within the regime who are asking for the execution. For Rouhani, Zarif, Araghchi, and Pezeshkian, and even Ghalibaf. There's even people are asking for the execution of Ghalibaf as well for talking about ceasefire. Oh my god.
Honestly, like, guys, Armin and I and the vast majority of Iranians, we actually don't care. Like, for us, this is literally watching like Game of Thrones, right? Game of Durka. It's Game of Durka, and apparently it's intensifying because of President Trump. And guys, never forget that, Pezeshkian had this weird Persian, like, New Year message where he literally looks like he's in a pool and he's being held hostage. And there's like a random doll on like the Nowruz table, right? So, guys, this is Pezeshkian. Pezeshkian, the president of the Islamic regime, is literally being held hostage by the IRGC right now. This is the guy. If anyone actually thinks, okay, I'm telling you right now, if anyone actually legitimately thinks that this guy who was forced by the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps to make this like weird Nowruz message that pretty much looks like a hostage video, if anyone thinks that this guy is in charge, they know nothing about Iran and the Islamic regime or the game of Durka, right? It's wild. Like, it's insane.
And Goldie, look what I found before we go back to this rest of the video. The same guy, okay, in 2025, okay, in November 2025, I'm not going to play the video. I'm just going to show the translation. Look, because some people think that when I'm talking about executions, I'm exaggerating. I'm making this up. Guys, this is not like a random pro-Islamic Republic commentator. This guy, Kamran Ghazanfari, is a member of parliament. Let's see what he said about the Mullah Rouhani, former president of the Islamic Republic. Look at this. Kamran Ghazanfari Hashemi, a member of parliament, says about Hassan Rouhani, the former president of the Islamic Republic, the day the noose of the gallows is placed around Rouhani's neck and the stool is pulled out from under his feet, the people of Iran will celebrate. This is a member of parliament within the regime saying that there will be celebrations when we finally execute Hassan Rouhani, the former president of the Islamic Republic. That's the level of infighting that we have been dealing with inside the regime. And now it's escalating. That's old news. So you can see that this has been building up over the years. And President Trump what he has done, he has caused that to be time 1,000. All of these divisions that we used to see within the regime with the ceasefire And this roller coaster up and down that President Trump is doing is amplifying all of that to the nth degree. All right. So let's now continue.
شما بیانیه می‌دهید و ادعا می‌کنید که مطیع و پیرو رهبری هستید. آیا مصداق اطاعت و پیروی جناب عالی از رهبری آن است که نامه گستاخانه و بی‌ادبانه 29 فروردین 1405 خطاب به رهبری را امضا می‌کنید؟
He says that you make statements pretending that you are loyal to the supreme leader and you follow his command. Is being loyal to the supreme leader and following his command? If you're doing that, then why did you on this date, a few months ago, you sent a letter that was so rude to our supreme leader? How do you justify that rude letter he sent him? I think he's referring to a letter that he wrote to Mujtaba Khamenei saying that the country is getting effed right with with the blockade and everything. Like, please, this Vahidi guy. So, guys, if you like a month ago or two, Pezeshkian, actually it was just a few weeks ago, Pezeshkian wrote a letter to Mujtaba Khamenei saying that Vahidi is nuts and he's bombing all of the countries in our neighborhood, UAE, Qatar, Saudi Arabia. Somebody needs to stop him. Please, I can't stop him. Come and say something to him. And he's referring to that letter.
ادعای پیروی از رهبری را باور کنیم یا امضای نامه بی‌ادبانه و توهین‌آمیز را؟
Like, Pezeshkian, should we believe your claim that you are a follower of the commands of our supreme leader, or your signature on your very rude letter to him? So apparently you can't be like, if you ask Mujtaba for something and warning him about what's happening, he considers that to be very rude to the supreme leader.
توهین‌آمیز را در این نامه مدعی شده اید تاب‌آوری جامعه ضعیف شده است.
So he's saying in this letter you claim that the society's tolerance is lower, like it has been low, like our society cannot tolerate the current situation, the current economic situation.
شما خودتان در مقابل دشمن دچار ضعف شده اید، نه جامعه.
He's saying like it is you, Pezeshkian, who has become weak, not the society. Like, we are strong against the enemies. It's you. You think the society cannot tolerate the current situation? We can't tolerate it forever. It doesn't matter. We don't need to eat, apparently. Okay, everything being expensive, no problem. We are strong. It's Pezeshkian. He's saying, Pezeshkian, you're doing projection. You can't tolerate it, and you're saying society cannot tolerate it.
شما خودتان در مقابل دشمن دچار ضعف شده اید، نه جامعه.
Yeah, you are who are weak in front of the enemy, not the society.
گفته اید ادامه این وضعیت مانع جدی ادامه خدمت در این جایگاه است.
Okay, that was a threat from Pezeshkian. He's saying this condition, Pezeshkian, in that letter to Mujtaba, he said that if this situation continues, I wouldn't be able to serve in the position that I have. So that's like a threat of resignation. So that's the part he thinks is rude, because it's like a threat of resignation.
یعنی تهدید میکنید که در صورت ادامه جنگ استعفا خواهید داد.
Oh, he had the same interpretation that I had. He said like this part that you wrote means that you are threatening the supreme leader, that if this continues, you're going to basically stop being the president. You're going to give up being the president.
آیا صحت دارد که حسن روحانی به شما خط میدهد که برای پیشبرد کارهایتان تهدید به استعفا کنید؟
Hassan Rouhani has entered new character unlocked, right? So guys, Hassan Rouhani was the former president of the Islamic Republic. So this is the guy that the pro-supreme leader, pro-regime people hate the most. And we anti-regime people also hate the most, to be fair, right? So Hassan Rouhani is this guy. I can't remember him. What? Oh my God. Hassan Rouhani has achieved the impossible, well, not that impossible. The rare position of being hated the most by both anti-regime Iranians and pro-regime Iranians. He has that unique position, and because he's like the main reformer, so-called reformer, and he's also the main scapegoat, right? The one that the pro-regime people would want to execute the most is Hassan Rouhani. So here he's accusing Pezeshkian of following the orders of Rouhani. Basically, he's saying, is it true? He's asking this question. He's saying, is it true that it's Rouhani that is telling you to do these things? Yeah.
خط می‌دهد که برای پیشبرد کارهایتان تهدید به استعفا کنید.
Like, oh, is it Rouhani that is telling you to use threats of resignation to get your agenda going?
گفته اید افکار عمومی انجام مذاکرات را بخشی از عقلانیت انقلابی در آغاز رهبری مبارک جناب عالی ارزیابی می‌کند.
Oh, Pezeshkian apparently in that letter to Mushtaba has said that the wisdom of the society, the wisdom of the crown, like the thinking within the people is that if you negotiate with the Americans, they would
انقلابی در آغاز رهبری مبارک جناب عالی ارزیابی می‌کند. افکار عمومی انجام مذاکرات را بخشی از عقلانیت انقلابی در آغاز
So he's saying Pezeshkian apparently told Mushtaba in his letter that the crowd, the society, the wisdom of society right now in Iran would perceive him, if he negotiates with the Americans, well, he doesn't say American, just if he does negotiations, they see that as the wisdom of the supreme, the revolutionary wisdom of the supreme leader. So he's basically trying to, so Pezeshkian basically was trying to get, hey, if you negotiate, the crowd is going to love it. They're going to love it. They're going to think like, oh my God, you're so wise. So like that's what Pezeshkian letter to Mushtaba was saying, and he's reading.
رهبری مبارک جناب عالی ارزیابی می‌کند. جناب پزشکیان جریان سازشکار مواضع سازشکارانه و بزدلانه خود را به عنوان عقلانیت مطرح می‌کند.
Ooh, he's saying, Mr. Pezeshkian, the appeasement side, like the side of the appeasement movement, like basically the people who want to negotiate with the Americans and let them survive, the appeasement movement, they always try to sell their strategy of appeasement and cowardice as wisdom. That's what they always do. Your side, basically.
و نیروهای انقلابی را تندرو و افراطی می‌نامد.
Oh, and your side you labels the revolutionary side as radicals. Like your side calls the revolutionary side, which is him, radicals.
امام شهید ما گفته بودند ترسوها حق ندارند از عقلانیت حرف بزنند.
I'm sorry.
No,
oh,
it's
no.
okay.
I'm so sorry. Oh no, I just interrupted with a. Oh my God, what? Sorry. Oh my gosh.
No, that's good. That's good. It's crazy. Yeah. He's saying our martyred Imam Ali Khamenei had already said that cowards have no right to speak about wisdom. So, oh my God. Oh my God.
میدان را خالی کردن اسمش عقلانیت نیست.
Emptying the battlefield is not wisdom. We have to basically, so guys, when they say field, they always mean battlefield. And when they say battlefield, they always mean IRGC. Okay. And they basically see the battlefield people as the true revolutionary people and the diplomats as the traitors. So he's saying emptying the battlefield is not wisdom.
بعضی ها وقتی حرف از عقلانیت میزنن یعنی از دشمن بترسید.
Some people, when they talk about wisdom, what they actually mean is to be scared of the enemy. They're trying to scare us of our enemies.
آقای پزشکیان برخلاف ادعای
See, guys, you see how many times he says آقای پزشکیان? Like he's like really attacking him.
من بترسید. آقای پزشکیان برخلاف ادعای شما اکثریت مردم با مذاکره با شیطان مخالفند.
Oh, guys, he's saying, Mr. Pezeshkian, unlike your claim, most of the people are against negotiating with the devil, meaning United States, saying the Iranian people would not agree negotiations with the devil.
و شما می توانید این را در اجتماعات شبانه مردم در سراسر کشور از نزدیک مشاهده کنید.
Like, and Mr. Pezeshkian, you could actually witness this if you come to the protest, the protest every night and talk to the people. You could witness that directly yourself.
جناب پزشکیان، چرا علیرغم آنکه بارها و بارها توسط ترامپ تحقیر و تهدید شدید، اما باز هم همچنان به دنبال ادامه مذاکره با شیطان هستید؟
Okay, he said, Mr. Pezeshkian, why is it that after so many times of us being insulted and humiliated by Trump, you still are trying to negotiate with them and do a strategy of appeasement?
تن دادن به مذاکره با شیطان، آن هم در زیر سایه تهدیدها.
So, guys, when you hear shaitan is Satan. Whenever he says shaitan, that's it. So you can see now he's saying shaitan a lot.
تن دادن به مذاکره با شیطان، آن هم در زیر سایه تهدیدهای مکرر ترامپ قمارباز و قاتل امام شهید ما.
Oh my gosh.
ترامپ قمارباز.
These people are literally insane. Literally insane.
Oh my God.
آن هم در زیر سایه تهدیدهای مکرر ترامپ قمارباز و
So he's saying negotiations with the devil, and under the shadow of the threats of the gambler Trump
قمارباز و قاتل امام شهید ما
and the murderer of our martyred supreme leader.
یعنی مرعوب شدن از تهدیدات و چشم پوشی از خون امام شهید.
Okay, so that means that you're being basically scared from all the threats, like the threats is scaring you, but it also means that you're ignoring the blood of our supreme leader. You basically you're encouraging negotiation with the person who killed our supreme leader.
و چشم پوشی از خون امام شهید. ادعا کرده اید حل مسئله تحریم ها بدون مذاکره درباره هسته امکان پذیر نخواهد بود.
Apparently, saying Pezeshkian in his letter to Mujtaba, he said that solving the sanctions without negotiating on the nuclear stuff is impossible. That's what Pezeshkian said to Mujtaba in his letter.
تهدیدات و چشم پوشی از خون امام شهید. ادعا کرده اید حل مسئله تحریم ها بدون مذاکره درباره هسته امکان پذیر نخواهد بود. این ادعای شما نیز خلاف واقعیت.
So he's saying this claim by you is against reality. Guys, you see how impossible it is for this regime to give up any of its nuclear stuff? You have to deal with this much nonsense. You have to deal with all of these people coming at you. That's why their hands are tied.
چرا که دولت حسن روحانی 2 سال با آمریکایی ها بر سر مسئله هسته‌ای مذاکره کرد و امتیازات بسیاری نیز در حد خیانت به کشور به آنها داد، اما نتوانست.
So he's saying he has evidence, guys. He has evidence for why the negotiations with the American doesn't work, right? He's saying that Rouhani negotiated with the Americans for 2 years, and he gave the Americans so much that it was treason. Like there was a lot of treasonous points that he gave to the Americans, but even after all of that, he wasn't able to.
اما نتوانست حتی یک تحریم را هم لغو کند.
What? That's a lie. He said, but he wasn't able to even remove one sanction. By the way, that's BS. Obama did remove sanctions. So what is he talking about? He's saying Rouhani, even after all of those negotiations, couldn't remove any of the sanctions, but that's a lie. So many sanctions were removed.
جناب پزشکیان، به خوبی میدانید که رژیم الهام الیاف صهیونیست هم در ماجرای ترور آیت الله رئیسی با آمریکا و اسرائیل همدست بود.
Oh, okay, guys. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Let me see. You guys, multiple new characters unlocked. So do you guys hear the name Ilham Aliyev? Okay. So Ilham Aliyev is the president of Azerbaijan. Okay. So you might think like, what the hell this got to do? Why did we all of a sudden go to Azerbaijan? You guys know him? Okay. So why do you think, before we even play it, why do you think he's bringing up Azerbaijan and the president of Azerbaijan? This is actually very educational for you guys. This is going to be so educational. So educational. What does this got to do? He mentioned Pezeshkian, Ilham Aliyev, and Raisi, and Zionism. Ooh, guys, so many different things are being connected. Zionism, Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, Raisi. What do you think is happening? Raisi was the last president before Pezeshkian, who's dead, eaten by bears in the jungle. You guys remember him? Hold on. So here, who killed him? Was it a helicopter accident, or was it the Islamic Republic that killed him to bring a so-called reformist president so that they could negotiate with the Americans? Or was it the Israelis? Who killed him? Okay. All we know is that he was, okay, so this is Larijani. He was blown up and only his hand was remained. This is Ali Khamenei. He was killed and he's still not been buried. So he's in a fridge. And this is Salami, the previous leader of IRGC. He's been, completely blown up into dust. And then this is the guy we're talking about, Raisi, former president, eaten by bears, like helicopter down, and eaten by bears. Okay, so now he's bringing up Raisi, who was eaten by a bear, right? And yeah, bear. Yeah, was it trained? Yes, trained by Savak. Apparently, it was a Savak bear. Apparently, Savak bear returns for revenge, right? So he's talking now about Raisi and Zionism. Israel. Okay, so the idea these people have is that Raisi was killed by Israel. So what does Pezeshkian have to do with any of this? If you guys don't know, Pezeshkian is Azeri. Okay, he's Turkish, or as we Iranians prefer to say, Azeri, right? And he has, because he's Azeri, Pezeshkian has close connections to Azerbaijan. And every time he goes to Azerbaijan and meets with Ilham Aliyev in Azerbaijan, they're so friendly and they're so buddy-buddy with each other. Azerbaijan is an ally of Israel. So you see the connection? When they think Pezeshkian is a Zionist spy, this is how the dots connect. Okay? Pezeshkian is Azeri. Pezeshkian goes to Azerbaijan. He's close. He's always friendly with Ilham Aliyev as another Azeri who is an ally of Israel. And that's how Pezeshkian is connected to the Israelis. And that's why he's a Zionist spy. And guess what? It's like, that's not all of it. Raisi, when his helicopter crashed, where was he coming from? Where was Raisi? Yes, guy, right? Where was he coming from? Where was he visiting? Azerbaijan. You see how everything is connected? Raisi was on his way back with the opening ceremony of a dam from Azerbaijan with the Azerbaijanis. And that's when he had his helicopter crash from the Azerbaijan, that is an ally of Israel and also an ally of Pezeshkian. You see? And now guys, did you connect everything? Was that understandable? Okay, and this look at now see what he's saying here. Okay,
پزشکیان به خوبی میدانید که رژیم الهام علیوف صهیونیست
he's saying you know that the Zionist regime of Ilham Aliyev, okay guys, Ilham Aliyev is the president of a Shia majority country, Azerbaijan. But he's saying that Pezeshkian, you very well know that the Zionist regime of Ilham Aliyev
هم در ماجرای ترور آیت الله رئیسی با آمریکا و اسرائیل همدست بود.
That you know that Ilham Aliyev's regime was cooperating with the Americans and the Israelis to assassinate Ibrahim Raisi. Okay, you know, he says, Pezeshkian, you know that.
و هم در ماجرای حمله نظامی
Guys, this is like so many different degrees of, you know, Durka. Okay, like I hope you guys are following everything. Okay, like it's a complicated plot here.
صهیونیست هم در ماجرای ترور آیت الله رئیسی با آمریکا و اسرائیل همدست بود و هم در ماجرای حمله نظامی 5 آبان 1403 و نیز و هم در ماجرای حمله نظامی 5 آبان 1403 و نیز جنگ 12 روزه.
Oh, he's saying that the Ilham Aliyev's regime, Zionist regime, was important in multiple, like they were behind multiple military operations against the Islamic Republic, including the 12-day war.
شریک آمریکا و اسرائیل در حمله به ایران بود.
Like he's saying the Ilham Aliyev's regime in Azerbaijan, they were partners with the United States and Israel in their attack against Iran, as he says.
اما چرا زمانی که نیروهای مسلح قهرمان ما میخواهند درس پشیمان کننده‌ای به باکو بدهند
He's saying then why is it when our brave fighters, when our brave armed fighters want to punish Baku, like Azerbaijan, they want to make them regret and punish them severely in a way that they would regret? Why is it that when we want to attack Azerbaijan,
جناب عالی جلوی این کار را گرفتید؟
Why is it that you, Pezeshkian, stop that from happening?
چرا
Yeah, this is 7 degrees of Durka. Exactly, 7 degrees of Durka.
بعد از آن که رهبری نظام چند روز پس از آتشبس تحمیلی و نقض مکرر آن توسط رژیم صهیونیستی در تاریخ 23 فروردین 1405 دستور یک حمله نظامی کوبنده به اسرائیل را صادر کردند و گفتند آنچنان
So he's saying, why is it that after the ceasefire, after the humiliating ceasefire, when the Americans and Israelis were violating the ceasefire and we were about to attack,
دستور یک حمله
we were about to attack in response,
نظامی کوبنده به اسرائیل را
like a strong response, like an enemy destroying response,
صادر کردند و گفتند آنچنان اسرائیل را بزنید که تا کنون نخورده باشد. صهیونیستی در تاریخ 23 فروردین 1405 دستور یک حمله نظامی کوبنده به اسرائیل را صادر کرد.
So there was an order to attack Israel in a very devastating way.
و گفتند آنچنان اسرائیل را بزنید
And the order was to hit Israel so hard
که تا کنون نخورده باشد.
In a way that they have never been hit before.
از اجرای این دستور توسط نیروهای مسلح جلوگیری کردید.
Why is it that you stopped our armed forces from doing that attack? What the hell are you talking about? Pezeshkian has no power over the IRGC.
و مانع از اجرای آن شدید.
Like you stopped it from happening.
چرا زمانی که 2 ناو جنگی آمریکایی وارد تنگه هرمز شدند
He's saying, why is it that when 2 American Navy ships came into the Strait of Hormuz
و سپاه پاسداران قصد انهدام آنها را داشتند
and the IRGC was planning to destroy those ships,
اظهار داشتید که در صورت انهدام ناوهای آمریکایی از ریاست جمهوری استعفا خواهید.
He said, why is it that at that moment you said that if we destroy the American ships, you are going to resign from presidency? Why is it that you say that?
داد. دشمن طی 2 سال پاسخ تهدیداتش علیه جان رهبر را نه در عمل و نه حتی در گفتار مسئولان ما دریافت نکرد.
He's saying that oh guys, look at this. This is actually good. This is a good admission.
پاسخ تهدیداتش علیه جان رهبر را نه در عمل و نه حتی در گفتار مسئول.
So he's saying all of this. So he's saying our enemies, after all of this time, they haven't received any good response for attacking, for killing our supreme leader. Like not in the battlefield, and also not by speech. They haven't received what they should have been receiving. Like we haven't punished them.
ما دریافت نکرد. چند روز پیش از شهادت امام خامنه‌ای، هنگامی که یک خبرنگار خارجی از عباس عراقچی میپرسد
Ooh, it's saying a few days before Ali Khamenei's death, when a foreign reporter was talking to Araghchi, the foreign minister of the Islamic Republic,
از عباس عراقچی میپرسد اگر رهبر ایران را ترور کنند چه میشود؟
that foreign reporter asked Araghchi, what happens if they kill Khamenei? What happens to the regime? What happens in Iran if Ali Khamenei is assassinated? They asked Araghchi that.
عراقچی در نهایت خونسردی و بی‌تفاوتی پاسخ میداد که کس دیگری به جای ایشان انتخاب خواهد شد.
Like when that happened, when the question was asked, you guys know how Araghchi responded? He says Araghchi in complete calmness, he very calmly just responded by saying, we will pick someone else. We will pick another supreme leader. So he's offended by the fact that Araghchi made it seem like nothing will happen. We will just pick another supreme leader.
با این پاسخ عملاً چراغ سبز برای ترور امام جامعه داده شد.
So he's saying Araghchi, by saying that, Araghchi gave the green light to assassinate Ali Khamenei. By the way, this guy's an idiot. Because why would that be a green light to the Americans to come kill Ali Khamenei? Wouldn't the Americans be more motivated to kill somebody that will actually change things in the Islamic Republic? Like, this guy is assuming, like, Americans and Israelis are like, we want to kill your supreme leader, but we don't want to inconvenience you too much. Araghchi, would it be okay if we killed the supreme leader? Would everything still work the way it should be within the regime? And Araghchi is like, yeah, okay, don't worry. It wouldn't be that much of an inconvenience. We will pick somebody else. And the Americans and Israel were like, oh, okay, thank you for allowing that. Thank you. We want to make sure that everything keeps running smoothly within the Islamic regime. Okay, so now thank you for the green light. We will kill him now. What is this analysis? He's saying Araghchi, by telling the Americans and Israelis that we're going to be okay, then that's what made the Americans and Israelis want to kill Ali Khamenei. This makes no sense.
چراغ سبز برای ترور امام جامعه داده شد. ترامپ جنایتکار و قاتل امام شهید ما بارها تهدید کرده که رهبر جدید و دیگر مسئول
جنایتکار و قاتل امام شدید ما. Oh my god. Okay, you have to translate that.
Yeah, he's saying Trump, the criminal Trump and the murderer of our martyred supreme leader. Oh, he's like
Ali Khamenei.
Ali Khamenei. Guys, the way he says it, like the reason why Goldie is like reacting to this is because it's so aggressive. It's like this vile, murderous, criminal, gambling murderer of our supreme leader, Ali Khamenei. That's how he's talking.
You know what? All I can say to these like Durkas is, where was your Allah, buddy? Where was your Allah when President Trump boomed your supreme dictator and sent him to hell where he belongs? By the way, Armin, the funniest, I know it's a very serious situation. There's a lot of serious things going on. But, you know, whenever I want to cheer myself up, whenever I just want to feel a little bit better about the situation, I always remind myself that they still have not buried Ali Khamenei.
Yes. He's still in the fridge.
Oh no, that's so funny.
Yes. Oh my god.
با این پاسخ عملاً چراغ سبز برای ترور امام جامعه داده شد.
It's like Araghchi gave the green light assassinate Ali Khamenei.
ترامپ جنایتکار و قاتل امام
Yeah, the Trump جنایتکار, criminal Trump and murderous criminal Trump.
شهید ما بارها تهدید کرده که رهبر جدید و دیگر مسئولان ایران را نیز ترور خواهد کرد.
So that criminal Trump has threatened so many times that he will also kill the new supreme leader and many other regime officials.
چرا یک بار توی دهان او نزدید و متقابلا او و سایر مقامات آمریکایی را
He's saying, why haven't you punched him in the mouth already? Pezeshkian, why haven't you punched Trump قمارباز, why haven't you punched him in the mouth yet?
بلن او و سایر مقامات آمریکایی را
And the other officials within the United States, why haven't you punched them in the mouth either?
تهدید به ترور نکردید.
Oh! He says what? Oh my God, why has... Guys, he's asking Pezeshkian, why haven't you yet threatened Trump and other United States officials with assassination? He's saying that Pezeshkian had the responsibility of threatening Trump and other American officials with assassination. And why hasn't he done that already? Okay. Wow, the expectations.
So guys, just FYI. Okay, Armin, go back a few seconds. And where he says terror, guys, so
Terror.
when we say like terror nakardi or something in Persian, that's basically that means assassination.
Exactly. Let's play this.
ایران را نیز ترور خواهد کرد.
terror.
چرا یک بار توی دهان او نزدید و متقابلا او و سایر مقامات آمریکایی را تهدید به ترور نکردید؟
تهدید به ترور نکردید. Why haven't you threatened them with assassination?
اخیراً گفته اید اگر بخواهیم قایم شویم اصلاً چرا می جنگیم؟
Oh, saying Pezeshkian, you recently have said that if we want to hide, why are we even fighting?
آیا این حرف شما کنایه به رهبری نظام نیست؟
Ooh, he's accusing Pezeshkian of making fun of Mushtaba because Pezeshkian recently came out and said if we're hiding, in bunkers and holes and shelters, like what's the point of this? If we're hiding, why are we even fighting? And this guy is saying that you are making fun of Mushtaba for hiding. Are you saying, are you making fun? Isn't this you making fun of our supreme leader? Wow, I mean, if the shoe fits.
آیا قصد ندارید با این سخن خود رهبری را تحریک کنید تا در اجتماع حضور پیدا کنند تا آمریکا و
Oh my God, تحریک نکن رهبر. He's like, he's saying, are you trying to by saying these words? Aren't you trying to get Mushtaba, the supreme leader, motivate him to come out from hiding so that the Americans and Israelis could kill him? Guys, this guy and IRGC basically now are accusing Pezeshkian of insulting the supreme leader for hiding so that he comes out with the motivation to get the Americans and Israelis to kill Mushtaba. He's accusing Pezeshkian of trying to get Mushtaba killed. Wow.
صهیونیست‌ها جای ایشان را پیدا کنند؟
Oh, he's saying like, oh, Ingilisa? The British as well?
نیست؟ آیا قصد ندارید با این سخن خود رهبری را تحریک کنید تا در اجتماع حضور پیدا کنند تا آمریکا و صهیونیست‌ها جای ایشان را پیدا کنند؟
Oh, no, okay.
اینکه آمریکا مرحله جدید حملات خود را شروع نکرده آیا جز این است که هنوز نتوانستند محل اقامت ایشان را پیدا کنند؟
Oh, guys, this guy has a theory. This guy, he's saying, he thinks that the only reasons why Americans haven't started military operations yet again is because they haven't yet found where Mushtaba is. And he's saying Pezeshkian is trying to bring him out so that the Americans and Israelis could go back to boom boom, because that's the only thing that is missing according to this guy's theory. Look at this. Oh, Dominic saying, damn, this is straight up Durka Goodfellas. Guys, where else do you learn this stuff at this level of detail other than Iran Revolution Live, huh? Okay.
آنها میخواهند حملات جدید خود را مانند دور قبل با ترور رهبر نظام شروع کنند.
And like, oh, he's saying the Americans and Israelis, they want to start the next round of their military operations again, start that by killing the supreme leader, just like they started right away the first one with killing the supreme leader. They also want to start this right away with killing the supreme leader, and that's why they haven't started, because they don't know where the supreme leader is, and you're trying to help them.
جناب پزشکیان، آیا جز این است که در پشت پرده از حسن روحانی و جواد ظریف مشورت میگیرید؟
Like, is it true that from behind the scenes, behind the curtains, you're talking to Javad Zarif and Rouhani? Ooh. Guys, you can see how these people hate Rouhani and Zarif so much that they just, the mere suggestion that he's talking to them is a sign of betrayal.
و آنها به شما خط میدهند که چه کار کنید و چه کار نکنید.
He's saying, is it Rouhani and Zarif that is giving you orders on what to do and what not to do?
موضعی بگیرید و چه موضعی نگیرید.
And what positions to take and what positions not to take.
کودتای دیماه گذشته زمین ساز حمله آمریکا و اسرائیل و ترور
Guys, he's calling the Lion and Sun revolution in early January a coup d'etat. A coup d'etat?
The coup d'etat was in 1979. The coup d'etat was you foreign invaders who overtook our country and turned it into an Islamic jihadi hellhole governed by Sharia law. You are the coup d'etat. The Iranian people are trying to free themselves from your Islamic jihadi coup d'etat.
Oh my God. How the hell? Okay, he's calling it a coup d'etat. Oh my God. Oh my God. And guys, I think I know what he's going to say. He's going to say that the reason that Pezeshkian caused the economic situation in Iran to be bad so that it could be a spark for the coup d'etat in early January. He's calling the uprising a coup d'etat. And he thinks that, guys, we told you here on Iran Revolution Live that the opinions of pro-regime Iranians in Iran is that Pezeshkian on purpose made the economy in Iran fall the way it did as a way to cause an uprising, for the uprising to give legitimacy to the Americans and Israelis come and kill the supreme leader. And now they think that Pezeshkian is now doing the same thing, and that's the explanation behind the high prices, because he's now trying to create the situation where the Iranian people would do an uprising again so they could kill the next supreme leader. That's his understanding. Okay, I mean, that's the understanding of pro-regime Iranians. Look at this.
چه موضعی بگیرید و چه موضعی نگیرید.
Listen.
کودتای دیماه گذشته زمین ساز حمله آمریکا و اسرائیل و ترور رهبری انقلاب بود.
So he's saying the coup d'etat in early January was laid the foundations for the military operations by the American and Israelis and the martyrdom of our supreme leader Ali Khamenei. By the way, guys, we have a lot of a lot of super chats. I'm saying supreme leader so much. I said supreme chats. We have a lot of supreme chats, and we're going to be reading. Yeah, right after this is finished.
آیا جز این است که سیاست‌های غلط اقتصادی شما باعث آشوب‌های اجتماعی شد؟
He's saying, isn't it not true that it was your policies that caused all of this chaos, which then led to the death of our supreme leader?
در طی 2 ماه اخیر نیز توطئه گران کردن بسیاری از کالاها و خدمات مورد نیاز مردم از سوی برخی مسئولین دولتی به اجرا گذاشته شده.
Oh, he's saying even in the past few months, we have this conspiracy to increase the prices of many of the goods and products. Okay, so many of the goods. So he's basically now you're repeating the same strategy to get the new supreme leader killed as well.
و به نظر میرسد که قرار است آشوب‌های دیماه گذشته تکرار شود.
Oh, see, guys, he thinks another uprising is coming. He's saying it seems like the chaos of early January is going to start again because of the policies of Pezeshkian.
تا زمینه ترور رهبر جدید نیز آماده شود.
Ooh, see, he accused him directly of trying to get Mujtaba killed again. He's saying you're basically creating the situation on purpose to, like, you're basically doing all of this to create the conditions for killing our new supreme leader as well.
جناب آقای پزشکیان، عین تصور.
Oh, the last part was Arabic. The last sentence was Arabic. Anybody knows? Anybody sees what the hell this last sentence was? He's saying, Mr. Pezeshkian, something Arabic, probably something from Quran.
You know what? That in and of itself just literally proves my point that these people are the occupiers. These people are the foreign invaders. These people initiated the coup d'etat in 1979, and they've been holding us and the Iranian people hostage, and we've been trying to basically take back our country from this coup d'etat that was imposed upon us by these foreign Islamic jihadi occupiers. Because who the heck would speak in Arabic when they're sending messages or you know, speaking about Iranian politics, right? Because we don't speak Arabic, we speak Persian. And, you know, no offense to Arabic, nothing to do with that. It's just Iran is a different culture and identity. We have our own language that is distinct from Arabic. So anyone who's, like, you know, involved in, you know, Islamic regime jihadi politics and they all speak Arabic, it's literally proof in and of itself that these are foreign invaders and they're invading Iran with their foreign Islamic jihadi ideology. And we don't want anything to do with it.
Yes. Okay, guys, it's Supreme Chat time. I like that, actually. Let's go with that. No? Okay. Okay. All right. Oh, wait, we have to remove this. Wow, guys, we got so many super chats. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, let's go through them. Mark became a new member. Thank you so much, Mark, for being a member and supporting the channel. And then we have Victory with a super chat saying, just for fun, on a slow news day. Well, today was not a slow news day, okay? I mean, not, at least not for me. Have you guys considered revisiting your 220? Our basically our early January lives, actually February live, and perhaps other landmark lives. Thanks, and may God bless you all. Yes, yeah, the attack. That's the day that was the attack on Ghamari. We did that once already. But Goldie, do you think, like, I think we're gonna come back to it at some point for sure.
You know what? Absolutely. Like, on a slow news day, we'll definitely do like a reaction watch party, and we'll go back and we'll watch February 28th. Absolutely, because that's one of the historic days. Yes, I think it's day 63 or day 64. I can't remember which one. I think it's day 63. Yeah, day 63. Absolutely historic. That's the one episode everyone needs to go and watch, because we've shown clips of it here and there, but yeah, at some point, if and when there's a slow news day, we'll go back and we will do a live watch party and a reaction party.
Yeah, February 28th was the best. It was the best. And sorry, I read that wrong originally. But yes, one day that is slow day, I think that would be a good idea. And Goldie, also on another slow news day, we come to our discussion group too, right?
Yes, of course. Yes. Would be happy to.
Thank you. Okay, and then we have Hezi saying, I want to be the first today. Well, you were close. You were very close. You just missed it by one person.
Well, no, Hezi was first on your channel.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, I think you're right. Oh, you were! Hezi, you were! Thank you. Okay, yes, you were. Okay, you made it. Thank you. First, getting us started. Okay, thank you, Hezi. Yes. So, see, Goldie sees everything. Goldie is aware of everything that is happening.
Guys, remember, I was a politician and I was an international trade lawyer before that. So there you go.
Yes. And then we got a generous super chat. Thank you so much from Nicholas saying, quick question, Goldie and Armin. Have you thought about reaching out to His Royal Highness Reza Pahlavi? I'm asking because he may have allies that can be worked with to arm the people. I mean, I'm pretty sure Princess of Pahlavi is already more aware than most everybody regarding what the best plans are, right, Goldie?
Yeah, I would say, without a doubt, His Royal Highness King Reza Pahlavi is probably the one person who is the most connected to people in occupied Iran. So he knows everything, he sees everything, he knows it all. So I really do appreciate the suggestion, but I promise you, His Royal Highness is way more deeply connected to Iranians in occupied Iran than either Armin or myself. And there's a very good reason why he doesn't speak about that in detail. He has said in several of his speeches and press conferences in the past that, he's communicating with people inside of occupied Iran. However, he's always kept that very vague. And there's a reason for that. And the reason is because if His Royal Highness Reza Pahlavi was going to give any detail about who he's speaking with, where they are in the country, like whether they're in government or not or whatever, because we're dealing with a brutal totalitarian Islamic regime that literally murders people for no reason whatsoever. If he was going to give any sort of details about who he's speaking with or what's going on, that would endanger the lives of tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people. So I promise you, rest assured, His Royal Highness knows exactly what needs to be done because he has been working towards this moment for the last 47 years. He has been working to free Iran since 1979, years before Armin and I were born. So he has a plan. He's always stuck to the plan. And right now, the reason that we're so close to the end is because of 47 years worth of hard work, effort, and dedication by His Royal Highness Reza Pahlavi. So thank you so much for the comment and for the super chat. But rest assured, he knows what needs to be done. And, as a former politician, I can tell you that sometimes silence is louder than words. So if, His Royal Highness is not speaking about certain topics or certain issues or things like that, it's not because he's not aware, because politicians are aware of everything. He's choosing to remain silent on certain things, and there's a deliberate reason for that. So I would say, trust the process, and as always, just the best thing that you and everyone else can do is to continue supporting Iranians by promoting His Royal Highness Reza Pahlavi and helping us raise awareness about why we only trust him to transition Iran from a brutal totalitarian dictatorship to a functioning secular democratic society. I hope that answered your question. I don't know, Armin, if you have anything to add to that.
Well, I mean, I appreciate the thought though, because if I'm pretty sure that when it comes to arming the Iranian people, obviously the best way to do that is to get Prince Reza Pahlavi and his team involved. So whenever and if that is part of the plan, I think it makes obvious sense that the vetting process, not the training and the arming process, but the vetting process needs to be coordinated with Prince Reza Pahlavi and his team. So that's a good thing to highlight. And yeah. And thank you, Nicholas. And then we have another super chat from Mel Catwoman saying, oh, this is the US flag, posting the US flag and saying these colors don't run.
I agree. These colors don't run.
Yep.
Yes. Makes sense.
Good one. Love it. And then we have Uncle saying, even in a suit, they still stink. Yes, exactly. I could smell it the entire time when I was translating the video.
Also, keep in mind, Armin, bring up the video again.
Yes. Yeah.
They never wear a tie. Do you notice
Yes.
that, guys? Do you notice that? So these Durka jihadis, even when they're wearing suits, they never wear a tie, and that always gives them like a really like weird, disheveled, like third world garbage Durka look. And the reason that they don't wear neckties is because apparently neckties are like, the tool of Satan or something. So,
Qallade shaitan.
okay, what's Qallade shaitan?
It's like the leash.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. So I knew it had something to do with Satan. So apparently the reason that the Durka jihadis don't wear ties is because the necktie is the leash of Satan. So
yes,
there you go. They don't wear ties because it's the leash of Satan.
Yes, that's
So messed up.
Qallade shaitan.
And it honestly just makes them look like utter garbage, which, that's fine because these people are garbage. Their ideology is garbage. Everything about them is garbage and they belong in the trash, just like other garbage. I mean, honestly, I would say calling them garbage is an insult to garbage because garbage,
Recycle.
like, garbage could be recycled maybe, but garbage at some point is implied that at some point it served a useful purpose and then it outlived its usefulness and now it's garbage. These Durka jihadi terrorists have never been useful in any way, shape, or form. So literally calling them garbage is like an insult to garbage because it's assuming that they were useful at some point or they contributed something to humanity. They've contributed absolutely nothing. So they're like, I don't know, a virus, I guess. I don't know.
So speaking of ties, my father in Iran, everybody after the Shah fell, all of his colleagues, my father's a doctor, he's a heart surgeon in Iran, all of his colleagues stopped wearing the tie, but my father never stopped wearing a tie. See, he refused to take off his tie. And for that, he lost so many positions, so many invitations, so many advantages in his career just because he would never take off his tie. And for so many years, people are like, just take off the tie. Like there's so much that you're missing out on. And there's so many positions and privileges that you're losing on just because of the goddamn tie. And my dad was like, I'm not going to take off my tie.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Well, it's obvious that your father is a man of principles and
Right.
that's why you are the way you are. So I'm sure your father is very proud of you.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. All right. And then, oh, wait, we have to go back here. There we go. And then we have Checkmate Stallion saying, what do you guys think of FIFA banning the flag? Well, I mean, it's going to backfire. Well, let me actually read the rest and I'm going to tell you why. Okay, as crazy as it sounds, it's a great opportunity for Iranians to use the Islamic Republic flag against them by painting symbols to show the world. Hope it's the final nail in the coffin for IRGC. Yes, I hope so as well. I think that this ban is obviously like, screw them, screw FIFA. But I think this is going to be an opportunity for, because they're not going to be able to stop. Iranian people are going to bring in the flag. They're going to smuggle it in. It's going to make a scene. There's going to be a lot of drama. It's going to get more news coverage because it's violating the rules. And it's going to bring more attention to the fact that the Iranian people are being oppressed, that they're still fighting. The Iranian people, by violating this rule, are going to bring attention to the Iranian people inside Iran. So I think it's going to backfire. So that's the opportunity here. That's what I think.
I agree with that. And I mean, for Checkmate Stallion, if you're interested, I did a whole video on this. So you can just go to my YouTube channel and you go to Goldie Unfiltered. And I actually made a video about FIFA banning Iran's Lion and Sun flag. So yeah, go and take a look at that. because I do speak more on that, but I 100% agree with Armin. This is totally going to backfire. And we've already seen signs of this because there was some footage from a few days ago where I think FIFA had like painted or spray painted the flags of the various countries on pillars or something in the city. And then one Iranian went and they found the Islamic regime flag of Iran, and they got rid of the Allahu Akbar Durka Jihadi emblem, and they replaced it with the lion and sun. So this has been a big deal because for us, the lion and sun flag, it doesn't just represent Iran. The lion and sun flag represents every single innocent Iranian who has been murdered by the Islamic regime. Actually, I saw an Instagram post earlier today, and I think I saved it. Let me just bring that up because I think that it was just such a beautiful artistic piece of work, and I want to share that with you because I think that just really really conveys the whole thing. Shoot, where is it? I know I liked it. Did I not save it? Okay, I need to find the video because I thought I had it, but unless it was from earlier today. All right, my apologies. I'm gonna go find it, but I will share that video. It was just such a beautiful video. But yeah, this is gonna backfire on FIFA significantly, especially since FIFA is happening in Los Angeles, and Los Angeles has the biggest diaspora population of Iranians outside of occupied Iran. LA is number 1, Toronto is number 2. So this is going to backfire significantly. Thank you. You're on mute.
Oh, I was at first. Okay, so I said thank you to Checkmate, and now we have Dapper saying curse on the Safavids. A 5th time. We're keeping count. This is the 5th time we're cursing the Safavid, and I endorse this message. And thank you, Dapper. Thank you for the super chat, and thank you for your consistency. And then we have Kevin saying, so is Trump's goal to get the Iranian government and Iranian army to rebel and turn against the IRGC? Will the Iranian army ally with rebels against IRGC? So what we're seeing so far right now is internal division. Okay, the problem is, guys, the problem is that the army is not armed the way that the IRGC is, and the army doesn't get access to weapons unless they give them. It's not like they have their weapons, on hand and available to them, right? So the regime is also afraid of an army coup d'etat, so they keep them unarmed, they keep them defunded, they keep them unarmed, and any signs of conflict. So if the army is ever going to help the Iranian people, it will probably be at the final stages of the uprising. It's going to be hard for us to see any meaningful uprising of the army unless there's anecdotal and individuals where we are going to see that. We already have seen that of different army members turning against the regime, but a mass uprising by the army, given that they're not as armed and they don't have their weapons readily available, and the regime makes sure that they don't have their weapons at all times, makes it very difficult for the army to just come and attack the IRGC, right? And will the Iranian army ally with rebels against IRGC? Yeah, I mean, my guess, and also Murad Vaisi's guess, is that we can't rely, whether it happens or not, it might happen at the final stages of the revolution, and we need to rely more on kinetic military operations against the Islamic Republic, internal divisions within the regime, especially more hopefully internal divisions within the IRGC itself, and then hopefully also arming the Iranian people. That seems to be the strategy we're going with right now. By the way, Goldie, what do you think?
Yeah, so I mean, so President Trump's goal is certainly not to get the Iranian government to rebel and turn against the IRGC, because the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps is what is keeping the current government in power. So the government and the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps are one and the same. What people are saying is that the entire system needs to be overthrown. Of course, we know that there are people within the Artish, the army, who have defected. They're waiting for the right time to rise up. That time has not come yet, because His Royal Highness Reza Pahlavi has said that the Iranian people need to stay indoors. They need to start preparing. They need to start getting ready. They need to do whatever they need to do to survive, in order to wait for his final call. So that's why you're not seeing the Artish, the Iranian army, come out yet, because His Royal Highness Reza Pahlavi has not made that final call. But to your point, like, is President Trump with his statements working towards furthering regime collapse? 100%, because every single thing that President Trump is saying is causing more chaos and division within the Islamic regime itself. And all these various factions are now openly attacking one another. And that's because there's no supreme dictator to keep everyone in control. The Islamic regime has pretty much become, like Iran has pretty much become occupied by a de facto military state, right? It's all martial law, and the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps controls everything. So that's sort of where we're at right now. But here's the thing: the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, they control more than just the guns and the missiles. The IRGC controls the economy. They control the businesses, they control internet, they control the politicians, they control the media, they control everything. So people who think that the IRGC is just a paramilitary terrorist proxy group, they're not getting the full understanding or the full picture. The IRGC is like a state within a state. And now that the previous supreme dictator has been exterminated, the IRGC has pretty much become the state. And that's how you need to understand occupied Iran if you want to sort of get a better understanding of why you have various, politicians saying one thing, but then Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps saying something totally different.
Goldie, you have a really good way of summarizing these otherwise more complicated concepts in a way that is consumable for people who might not be as familiar with the topic. Like, it's a really, are you sure you're only a former politician and not a former teacher as well? Because you are really good at teaching these concepts to people.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I think the reason I'm good at explaining these things is because when I was an international trade lawyer, tariff, dumping, subsidies, all that stuff, it's really complex. And so you have to find a way to explain that in a more nuanced way. So yeah, but I mean, if you guys want to know more about these things, I have a whole bunch of videos about it. I made a video yesterday called "Who Controls Iran?" I kind of do like a deep dive into that, and and then people can also tune in to the Goldie Show. So yeah, I kind of do like a deep dive into this, and I don't know, Armin, I guess I just have a gift for taking sort of complex situations and breaking it down piece by piece. But that's also what makes a good lawyer, right? So I don't know. I have some experience with these sorts of things, I guess. I don't know. That's the best way to
pretty good.
explain it.
It's pretty.
So
yeah, we're so lucky to have you.
Thank you.
Explaining these things. Okay. And then we have
another. Sorry, I found the FIFA video, so I just wanted to show this FIFA video It's not very long, but I just want to share this with everyone. So it's called POV FIFA banned this flag.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
Oh my God, that was so powerful.
Yeah. That's why, you know, we have the flag, because guys, the flag, it symbolizes more than just like the flag means a lot to us. And you know, banning the flag, we take that personally.
Can you play it again?
Sure.
Is that okay? Wow.
They banned, like FIFA banned the flag that represents freedom for us. FIFA banned the flag that hundreds of thousands of Iranians have been murdered for. So it's personal. It's personal.
You know, seeing those images brings back the horrors of early January, you know?
All
We
right,
were
let's
so happy.
Oh, sorry?
I just never forget how happy we were just a few days before it, when we saw so many people in the streets, and all of a sudden, you know, our greatest moments of happiness turned into the greatest nightmare that we have ever experienced. Is like, I don't know, it reminds me of something else. It was just in days everything switched from this beautiful dream that was coming true to the greatest nightmare that we have ever experienced. Oh, sorry about that. Okay. Shannon, thank you for the super chat, saying what are the odds the factions start killing each other? You know, the thing is that I think the Islamic Republic knows that if it gets to that point, it's over. So I'm not saying it's impossible, but that understanding that if they start, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some executions of each other, like executions, but not armed fight. I mean, it could get there, but if it gets there, it's basically game over. So the regime, like, things have to really get difficult. Like, it needs to get really chaotic for that to happen. But the regime knows that it has to avoid doing that at all costs. So, but guys, think about the calculation that the regime officials have, right? They want two things. One, they want to destroy their competition within the Islamic Republic and come on top. That's one. Two, and more importantly, they want the Islamic Republic to survive, because it doesn't matter if they come on top. If the regime collapses, they're all gone. They're all dead. So the higher priority is to keep the Islamic Republic alive. All of them have that goal, right? So if they start shooting each other, they might execute each other. But if they start shooting each other, then they are basically putting holes in the very ship that they're all in. So they would try to avoid that at all costs. But that was a good question. And then we have,
you know what, I think the odds of them booming each other are pretty good. Like, they're getting to that point pretty much, right? And
yes.
This is not something unheard of within the Islamic regime, where they have gotten rid of people from various factions that they don't like, but, you know, they've blamed it on accidents or whatever. So no one's like ever openly come out and admitted anything. But we know that a lot of these, you know, so-called accidents have pretty much been like behind the scenes assassinations. I mean, that's just how is, totalitarian dictatorships work, right? They don't like someone, they execute them, and then they blame it on like some random incident.
To Goldie's point, we already have Braisi being killed by the regime, probably, and Rafsanjani being killed by the regime, possibly Raisi killed by the regime, and Rafsanjani was also assassinated by the regime, right? Which these are, Rafsanjani was one of the most powerful people within the Islamic Republic, right? So if we're talking assassinations, then definitely yes. If we're talking about like armed head-to-head conflict, then if that happens, that would be the final stages of the Islamic Republic, right? So they would, when I was suggesting they would avoid that, I wasn't talking about assassinations like Goldie was talking. I was assuming like going out and shooting each other in the streets. They would try to avoid that. I understand that at the very last moments that might not be avoidable anymore, but yes, assassinations definitely they already are doing that. Yes, for sure. And then we have another super chat by Mark Block saying, can you explain why it's better to have Shah than an Ayatollah? Okay, also the definition of Ayatollah. Okay, why is it better to have a Shah than Ayatollah? It's kind of like asking, why is it better? Okay, here's a clear response. We're being massacred for the past 47 years under the Ayatollah, and under the Shah, we were having the best of our days, and Iran was prospering in every possible way exponentially under the Shah. Under the Shah, Iran was growing. Under the Shah, Iran was getting freer, stronger, more prosperous. Every single industry was growing. Our GDP was growing unbelievably. Like people were calling it an economic miracle. Our passport had authority. It was recognized all over the world. Our education was getting better. Our healthcare was getting better. Everything was getting better on an exponential rate. Under the Ayatollahs, we had nothing but misery, nothing but darkness, nothing but death. I mean, just compare what the Ayatollahs did to the Iranian people in early January, the greatest massacre in modern Iranian history. And look at what we had during the Shah's time. We were more progressive than many European countries at our time. The Shah removed the feudal system and brought us to the modern world. The Ayatollah is trying to bring us back to the dark ages. But yeah, go on, sorry, Goldie.
So I was going to say that a lot of people mistakenly believe that the Shah was a dictator. That's jihadi propaganda. That's communist propaganda. So the same way that Americans are dealing with Trump derangement syndrome, we Iranians, we've been dealing with Pahlavi derangement syndrome for a very, very long time, going back to like the 40s, 50s, and 60s. And I've done a lot of documentary watch parties on this particular topic. But the one big fact that the vast majority of people don't know about is that prior to 1979, Iran was a constitutional monarchy, similar to Sweden, Norway, Canada, the United Kingdom, Australia, Spain, right? So there are numerous countries that are free, open, democratic societies, but they are a constitutional monarchy. That's what Iran was. So Iran became a constitutional monarchy in 1906. And that's when the first democratically elected parliament of Iran came into existence with a prime minister. So Iran had a prime minister back in 1906. Now, what was the reason that the Ayatollahs started going after the Shah and attacking him? Well, there's a number of reasons, but the main catalyst was that in 1963, the Shah of Iran gave Iranian women the right to vote. there was no women's suffragette movement. There was not a situation where Iranian women went out and were like, we want the right to vote. The Shah of Iran himself, back in 1963, recognized that women have the same rights as men, and also understood that if you want to modernize a society and bring it into the future, women should have the same rights as men. So in 1963, the Shah of Iran gave women the right to vote. Do you know who opposed that? The Ayatollahs, the Muslim jihadis. The communists, by the way, the communists also opposed the Shah giving women the right to vote, because the communists were aligned with the Durka Ayatollah jihadis. And basically, that's the reason why they started calling the Shah a dictator, because the Shah of Iran gave women the right to vote. The Shah of Iran also banned child marriage. So the Shah of Iran said that women, like he basically raised the legal age of marriage to the age of 18. And that offended the Muslims, because the Muslims were like, this is Islamophobic. It's Islamophobic to prevent girls the age of 9 from getting married. So that's why they called the Shah a dictator, because the Shah gave women the right to vote, which was contrary to Islam, and the Shah banned child marriage. That's pretty much it in a nutshell. There are a lot of documentaries out there that talk about this more in detail. But I mean, I have a whole bunch of them on my YouTube live stream as well. But in a nutshell, that's pretty much what happened, is that because the Shah was trying to modernize, Iranian society, the Durka jihadis didn't like that, and they started calling him a dictator.
Yeah, and two other examples that we could add to everything that you just mentioned is when the revolution, when the leftist Islamic revolution of 1979 happened, the Shah said, I'd rather not rule at all if me ruling requires me to kill and shed the blood of the Iranian people. And his generals told him that they could easily crush this revolution. They said to him, give us the order. Give us the order. And the Shah refused. Compare that to what the Islamic Republic has done for the sake of staying in power. The Islamic Republic committed the greatest massacre of modern history in only 10 hours in early January, killing at least 42,000 Iranians in 10 hours just to be able to maintain power. The Shah refused to do even a small fraction of that. Not only that, here's another example. The Shah forgave the person who tried to kill him. There was an attempted assassination on the Shah, and then the man was arrested. The Shah was hospitalized. He was injured because of the attempted assassination. He was in prison. They brought him to the Shah after the Shah recovered, and the Shah in front of him asked his generals, what do you think I should do with him? The general said, I think you should execute him to make an example out of him. And the Shah said, I forgive you. You're free to go. And that man became one of the greatest advocates and supporters of the Shah after that. That's the type of person that our Shah was. And that's the difference. It's day and night.
Yeah.
Okay. And PC, thank you so much for always supporting us. You're very kind, very generous. Thank you. Saying Iran will be free. Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you. And then we have White Rabbit Buzz. Thank you so much for the super chat, saying, hello, Armin and Goldie. Thank you for all you do. Been listening since January 8th. Wow, thank you for sticking with us for all this time. It's saying, I'm an Australian entrepreneur. What are your thoughts on a free Iran and foreigners starting businesses? hiring locals. I think it's the best idea. I think Iran is one of the most educated populations in the world. You can see wherever they go, when they're not in chains in Iran, they are some of the leading people in industry, in entrepreneurship, in technology, in education. They everywhere they are a contributing member to society. Iranian people are really good. Like, just go to Silicon Valley and just see how many Iranians are, stars of the Silicon Valleys of Iranians, right? Just look at how much they excel in technology. So I think it's like the greatest, the Iranian people, and the talent and the drive and the entrepreneurship and the education they haven't. It's the fact that these people are in chain in Iran is one of the greatest missed opportunities in history. And I'm not saying that because I'm Iranian. This is like, there's studies done by economists, non-Iranian economists, objective, peer-reviewed academic research, and they call us the greatest missed opportunity of history in the history of economics, right? So definitely, if you're looking for, once Iran is free, I think if you're looking for talent, while at the same time helping Iran recover from everything that the regime has done to it, I think that there's not a better place on earth that you could look at than other than the talent that is already existing in Iran.
We are an untapped market that is worth over $1 trillion. Just think about that. $1 trillion worth of an untapped market. And Iran's population is highly educated, right? The literacy rate is incredibly high. The rate of people having degrees, incredibly high. Like, we're not some third world country. The only reason Iran is so impoverished is because we are currently occupied by these 7th century Islamic jihadi savages who overnight took the country back to, a 7th century Islamic hellhole. But the Iranian people themselves, were not part of that culture or mindset or ideology. We are highly, highly educated. And that is why, despite the Islamic regime, for example, trying to having shut down the internet, some Iranians within occupied Iran are still able to, however little, they're still able to break through. And that just shows how intelligent Iranians actually are. So it is literally an untapped market worth over $1 trillion. And yes, absolutely, when Iran is free, it's going to be open to, investors, collaborators, whoever. And we are a very friendly nation. We're very, Western friendly. We can't wait to welcome the world back to our country with open arms, except for jihadis. Like, if you're like a Durka jihadi, we don't want you. We don't want you. But everyone else is welcome.
You couldn't have our Durka jihadis, though. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay, PC saying, Goldie, I can suggest a good resting place for him, South Pole. Goldie, I think that's a great idea, because just like Zahak, Khamenei's body shouldn't touch Iranian soil, just like Zahak's body. So yeah, maybe the South Pole. Okay. So that's good.
I think that's a great idea.
Yes. Okay. So guys, remember Zahak, the evil character in ancient Persian mythology? When they defeated him, instead of burying his body, because his body is so impure and the Iranian soul is very pure, they chained him in Damovan mountain and they made sure that he just remains chained like that for eternity without his body touching the ground, which shows that Ferdowsi has Zoroastrian leanings, and he was probably a secret Zoroastrian and not really a Muslim.
Oh no, he obviously was, because he literally revived the Persian language. No Durka would do that. No Durka would revive the Persian language from the Arab Muslim invaders. So Ferdowsi is 100% a crypto-Zoroastrian.
Yeah, but he wasn't even a nominal Muslim. He had to act like he's a Muslim because he was under Islamic rule.
Well, all of them did. I mean, Armin, have you ever thought about, they call it the Islamic Golden Age, but yet over 90% of them were Persian, and they were all secret Zoroastrians. The Islamic Golden Age doesn't actually exist. It's called the Persian Golden Age for a reason, because they were all Iranian. So
yeah, I call it the Golden Age of North Africa and the Middle East, because it had nothing to do with Islam. Nothing
I
to do
call
with
it the Iranian golden age because they were all Iranian. Like,
yeah. Yeah. And some of them had very anti-Islamic views. And by the way, so guys, a lot of you might know that we Iranian atheists are one of our favorite poet is Khayyam, because we think Khayyam represents our views as well, right? So and he had like secret messages to show that he was like he doubted everything. And the reason why Ferdowsi, like this story by poetry by Ferdowsi looks like Zoroastrian is because in Zoroastrianism the soil of Iran is pure and dead bodies are impure, and you're not supposed to allow dead bodies to touch the ground, right? So that's why it's a reflection of Zoroastrian philosophy. Okay, we have Kevin. Kevin just gifted 1 membership to somebody in the Goldie's chat. So somebody in Goldie's chat is now a member because Kevin gifted a membership. Thank you so much, Kevin. And then we have Dominic. Dominic think for sure. Where else will we ever learn this stuff? Oh yeah, okay, yes, on Iran Revolution Live only. Okay, not on mainstream media. Actually, also on Goldie's, short videos that she's making. Okay, those are very educational as well, so don't miss those. And then saying, not on mainstream media. You both are the greatest Iranian freedom fighters. Oh, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Very kind of you, Dominic. Thank you.
Very kind of you. And then we have Omid. Omid is saying, because of personal circumstances, I can't follow your program live, but I do watch the recordings afterward. They're amazing. Thank you so much. Wow.
Thank you, Omid. I hope you enjoy them. I don't know if you're watching live right now, but if you're watching this afterwards, Durud be shoma, payande Iran, Javid Shah. Thank you.
Javid Shah. Thank you.
Actually, Armin, so I didn't really tell you what I was doing today, but I also got a lot of positive feedback about Iran Revolution Live, and everyone was like, "The Armin salam beres."
What?
So
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Merci. I got a lot of positive feedback about Iran Revolution Live. Everyone was like, "Thank you for everything you guys have been doing. Please keep it up." People were like, "We watch you and Armin like religiously every day." And a lot of people were like, when we feel, and these are all Iranians, right? They were like, when we feel like things are hopeless, we always tune in to hear what you and Armin have to say, and you guys always make us feel better. So a lot of positive feedback. Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Hi, guys. If you were one of them who said that to Goldie, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Okay. I know Ida usually watches, so I'm just going to give a shout out to Ida. You know who you are.
Hi, Ida. Okay. Okay. We have Mythic Minx saying, what was the cross with the fridge?
Oh, what was she's asking about the meme. Do you want to bring it up?
Yeah. Yes.
So you can explain what that is.
Okay. What was with the fridge, the bear, and what was the picture with the meme with the so these are this is Ali Khamenei, obviously. That's Larijani. That's Raisi, former president of the Islamic Republic. And that one on the right is Salami. Okay. So that's his actual name, by the way. Salami, the head of IRGC before he went boom boom. Okay. So the Iranian people, they're all dead. Every single one of them is dead. And the Iranian people made a meme showing how they all met their end, right? So Larijani, his body was completely, destroyed. The only thing left of his body was his hand. So he turned into just a hand. Khamenei is dead, not buried, refrigerated. So that's why they have the fridge for him, because he's in a fridge all of this time. For more than 2 months, he's in a fridge right now. And then Raisi, the former president, he had a helicopter accident, and he crashed and he died, and he fell in. His body was in the jungle before they could reach to him. And they say there was bears eating his body before they could get to his body. So they have a bear for him. Because there are so many Iranian people that were wearing shirts with bears on it and everything because of like celebrating when he died, right? When that happened. And then we have Salami, who just turned into dust. He was so completely destroyed that there was nothing left of his body but dust. So he just became dust. So that's how each one of them met their end. So, oh, there's a good boy. Yes, good bear. Good job. Oh my god! And yeah, some people were saying this was the revenge of Savak because the Savak bear made a comeback. And so I don't know if you know, the Savak bear. This is Savak's revenge because apparently there was this dumb conspiracy theory by anti-Shah and leftist during the Pahlavi time, saying that the Shah has bears in his prison and he tortures people with bear, right? So that was obviously ridiculous. But again, many Iranians turned that into a meme, and they're like, guys, if we ever free Iran, we didn't have bears for Savak, but this time we're going to actually have bears in Savak next time we bring Iran the Pahlavi back. And so many people call themselves like Savak's bear. So and this is basically Savak's revenge. The bear makes a comeback and basically eats Raisi. So yeah, there's that. Okay, so I don't know how I. You see, guys, there's so many things that are related to each other. Okay, so we have, and thank you, Mythic Minx. Thank you so much for the super chat. Always very supportive. Willie Coyote, thank you so much for the super chat, saying just here to thank you both. Well, thank you. We'll thank you back for supporting us and for being here with us, guys. We appreciate all of you for keeping us company at all of this time. Okay, all of you guys, all of you, and not just people who are giving us super chats. Every single person that stood by our side during all of these days, all of the past 148 days. Really grateful, and thank you all of you. Thank you to all of you. Like, honestly, like, you guys are part of this. Like, it's not just Goldie and I. All of you, like, none of this would be possible without you guys being here by our side. And then we have Rory McLean, sorry, saying, I don't know if I pronounced that right, but saying McLean. Okay. So I did pronounce it right. Wait, I don't know how to read the rest of this. Goldie, help.
I think it's just hi.
Okay.
Hi. You know what? He's using the Irish language. So hi, Armin and Goldie. The language I used was Irish. The last part, that's how you say free Iran in Irish.
Okay, let's try it.
You know what? Actually, okay. You try it, and then I'll see what Google Translate says.
Okay. Hi, Armin, Agus, Goldie, Iran, Saur. The language I used was Irish. The last part, that's how you say free Iran in Irish. Okay, so Iran, Saur. Iran, Saur means free Iran.
Okay, let me see if I can. Wait.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's pronounced. So in Irish, the phrase Iran Saor, meaning free Iran, is pronounced on a roidin sir. Oh no, did I do that properly? Wait, let me ask ChatGPT. I apologize. Let me do this.
Be careful, if you pronounce that wrong, we might summon a demon or something.
No, that's only like for Durka.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's pronounced Aron Seer. Wait. Aron Seer. Aron Seer. That's how it's pronounced.
Aron Seer.
I just checked it on ChatGPT here. Let me pull up the chat. Here we go.
Iarain Sor is Irish Gaelic and would be pronounced roughly Iarain Seir. A more careful breakdown, Iarain equals Sor equals Seir or Seir, depending on dialect.
So
the full phrase sounds like Iarain Seir. It means free Iran or Iran free.
Iarain Seir. Thank you. Learn
Thank you.
something
Thank
new.
you. So
Javid Ireland.
Javid Ireland, love that.
Iarain Seir. I love that. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your language and culture with us. I love that. Like this is how multiculturalism should work. Like, you share culture and language and like positive things, but keep like the Durka terrorist nonsense. Like, we don't want that. But love that. Iarain Seir. Thank you. Javid Ireland.
So Goldie, I got a comment that it's not a super chat, but it really made me sad. So I just wanted to respond to that. Hania, because I haven't been live on my Persian channel for so long.
I know.
And so many people are messaging me telling me, Armin, why are you not making shows for us? Have you abandoned us? Have you forgotten us? And Hania here saying, Armin درود برای ما که داخل کشوریم برنامه نداری. Saying, Armin, hi, for us who are inside Iran, don't you have a show? So yeah, it's because the internet is cut in Iran. When I make shows for inside Iran, like there's like basically very, very few people there. And I feel like that same hour, if I was making an English show, I would have more effect. So Hania Jan, من احساس میکنم که به خاطر اینکه اینترنت تو ایران نیست، برنامه فارسی که میذارم کسی خیلی نمیاد برنامه رو ببینه. برای همین احساس میکنم همون ساعت اگه وقت بذارم به انگلیسی توجه بیارم به ایران، وقتمو بهتر دارم استفاده میکنم. But I might be wrong. I mean,
نه اتفاقا هانی جان، ببین آرمین الان داره صبح تا شب داره کار میکنه و فکر نکن چون که برنامه به زبان فارسی نمیذاره این نیست که شما رو فراموش کرده. اتفاقا دلیلی که آرمین الان داره صبح تا شب، و خودم هم دیدم صبح تا شب داره لایو میذاره، همش داره به زبان انگلیسی راجع به ایران صحبت میکنه، داره ویدیو پر میکنه. چرا؟ چون که در واقع صدای شما هست و داره صدای شما رو به گوش دنیا میرسونه. پس لطفاً فکر نکنین اگر که آرمین به زبان فارسی صحبت نمیکنه این نیست که شما رو فراموش کرده. اتفاقاً داره بیشتر تلاش میکنه که صدای شما رو به گوش دنیا برسونه، مخصوصاً توی این موقع خیلی حساس که رژیم اهریمنی اسلامی اینترنت رو بسته. پس اصلاً نگران نباشین. اتفاقاً ما خیلی باید از آرمین تشکر بکنیم که صبح تا شب داره فعالیت میکنه و همه زندگیشو گذاشته کنار که صدایی برای مردم ایران باشه. سپاسگزار از شما آرمین.
مرسی گلی، مرسی که اینو گفتی.
گلسا in Persian.
گلسا. مرسی.
I had to make you smile. But it's true. It's true. I'm not exaggerating.
Thank you, Goldie, Golsa. I really appreciate you saying that. It makes me feel like sometimes I'm doing something wrong. So I really do appreciate you saying that.
Look, Armin, look at this.
Oh, thank you, Hania. Merci, Hania John. Merci.
You want to translate this for our viewers? I think they'll appreciate it.
Okay, so Hania saying, آره میدونم انگلستان رو دیدم تامی جون چه کار کرد، دمش گرم، دمتون گرم. So Hania saying, yeah, I know, I saw what happened in the UK. I saw what Tommy June did.
Tommy June means like dear Tommy.
Dear Tommy. Like good on him and good on you too.
So she's referring to dear Tommy holding the photo of King Reza Pahlavi and, telling the world that Iranians are fighting to free Iran and that we only support King Reza Pahlavi. And she's saying that, she also saw that video clip where Armin was speaking with Tommy Robinson on Iran Revolution Live and sharing the Iranian perspective.
Oh. And guys, do you see how Iranians inside Iran without the internet, notice what Tommy did? So you see, like, it's thank you. This is why what Tommy and Goldie are doing, you know, the Iranian people see that and they appreciate that and they never forget that, you know. It has so much effect, and thank you. Wow, okay. I mean, Goldie, thank you so much. You know, I really appreciate, you know, you highlighting these things.
It's important. It's important. And, you know, I think it's important that people be recognized for their hard work and their effort. And you have been working really hard and, you know, oftentimes without any thanks or without any recognition. But I just want you to know that we all see you, we all recognize you, and we all appreciate you. And you're a very, very important part of the Iran Revolution. And when the history books write about the fight of the Iranian people to free Iran, your name's going to be there right alongside everyone else.
You know, I would just be,
Armin is David Nam. Like your name is going to be immortal.
You know, Goldie, I would just be satisfied if like my greatest fear is that 10 years from now, I hear from some people in Iran that I did something wrong or I let them down, you know? So I would just be satisfied knowing that I didn't screw up, you know, that I didn't make a decision that for the rest of my life I have to be regretful and apologize for, and I did as long as that doesn't happen, anything else is fine. As long as I don't have, like, once the internet is back, this is my greatest fear, that why weren't you there, why didn't you say this, why were you absent over here, or why didn't you work, you know, we were dying in the streets and you didn't do enough. Like, that is, as long as that doesn't happen, anything else is fine, you know.
You know, Armin, let me tell you something. So the reason that we had to start Iran Revolution Live a little bit late today is because I was attending this think tank meeting in Toronto, and it was organized by a fantastic group of people. And they had invited people from, you know, various organizations and groups in Toronto, Montreal, and other places. And it was a very good group. And I didn't know this, but they wanted me to speak. And I wasn't really prepared, especially since you know, I was speaking in Persian and I'm more comfortable in English. But خودت میدونی جریان چیه. We can talk about that behind the scenes. But when I was speaking, what I said to everyone there is, whenever you're making a decision or whenever you're doing something, you need to ask yourself, right now, the people in occupied Iran have been shut off from the internet for the last 85 or more days. When the internet is reconnected and the Iranian people are able to see what those of us who are outside of the country have done, are you able to look them in the eye and say, yes, I did everything that I could to be your voice. Yes, I worked hard. Yes, I was your voice when you were silent. And I said to everyone in the room, that's the basis of every decision that you need to make. And of course, the Iranian people lost their lives to raise awareness about King Reza Pahlavi. But having said that, Armin, I can tell you right now, rest assured, you have done everything. In fact, you have gone above and beyond to be a voice for the Iranian people during this entire situation. Your impact has been more important and more significant than hundreds of people that I know. And that's because you have always, always put the Iranian people first. You have always focused on raising their voices. You have always focused on sharing their message and sharing the truth. And that means something. And the Iranian people see that because you know, در فردای آزادی ایران شما میتونی تو چشم مادران داغدار ایران نگاه بکنی و بگی بله من تلاش کردم و من سعی خودم رو کردم. And I think there's very few people who can say that with a clean conscience, and you're one of them. And we're all very, very proud of you.
Thank you, Goldie. That means a lot to me coming from you. Thank you. I hope so. Okay. Okay, let's get back. Okay. Sorry guys. Sorry. We didn't mean to make it so emotional. PC, but Goldie, I just one last thing. When I say it genuinely means the world to me when you say these things, like it does. Like it's one of my major sources of motivation, knowing that you think highly of me. If every time I think like maybe I'm not doing the right thing, I think if Goldie thinks that I'm on the right path, then I must be doing something right. So thank you for that.
Oh, and you know Goldie's always right. So
Goldie's always that's
so
true.
you're 100% on the right path, Armin. You're 100% on the right path.
Thank you. Okay, so PC saying IRGC must go on trial once Iran is free. Yep, we will have our Nuremberg, something like our Nuremberg trial.
And His Royal Highness King Reza Pahlavi already made that announcement. He already established a small working committee that's working on setting the legal parameters for the Iranian version of the Nuremberg trials. 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. So yep. And then we have Willie Coyote saying from the 30,000 foot view, how to arm the good Iranians without arming the bad ones. I suspect some other plan is in play. So my recommendation, again, I'm pretty sure people with higher access to intelligence could come up with much better answers than this. But based on the information I have, my suggestion was to liberate Bandar Abbas and protect Bandar Abbas with air support, and then you only need to liberate one city, and by doing that also you're helping liberate the Strait of Hormuz. And then you do vetting, training, and arming the Iranian people. So you can't just drop weapons into Iran, because if you do that, obviously IRGC is going to be able to get to that before the Iranian people. So you need to have a liberated city as a base of operation to liberate the rest of Iran. And then you have, sorry about that. Then you have Prince Reza Pahlavi's team help with Mossad. Mossad gathers intelligence. Prince Reza Pahlavi's team uses that information to vet the Iranian people. Like Prince Reza Pahlavi will put out a call to action to the Iranian people, to the Garda Javidan, to the freedom fighting Iranian people to come to Bandar Abbas if they want to liberate their country. And after that call to action, with the help of Mossad, Prince Reza Pahlavi's team will vet the Iranian people, vet them, and then once they vet them, they start training them. And I think based on what happened in Syria, the Ukrainian soldiers, just a few Ukrainian soldiers would be very good in training the Iranian people, not just how to use guns, but also drone technology. And that's how you arm them. And then that's how you start creating an Iranian army starting from southern Iran next to the Strait of Hormuz, and then expand that to liberate the rest of Iran. Politically, that's also very sellable in the United States, because one, instead of having a ground invasion or involving so much U.S. military operations, you're just empowering the Iranian people to liberate themselves. That would be easier to sell in the United States, and it will be at a much lower cost. Two, it would have an immediate win because it's in Bandar Abbas. As the Iranian army expands, the Islamic Republic's control over the Strait of Hormuz would weaken. And even before you liberate Tehran and the rest of the country, you have an immediate, more immediate win for the Americans, because the Strait of Hormuz is now already have been liberated. That's the plan I've been suggesting. But what do you think, Goldie?
I mean, I'm not a military strategist, but that seems like a pretty good plan to me. I would also say that, remember last year when King Reza Pahlavi came out with this message and this booklet for the Garda Javidan, and how to like create these like super small secret networks, but then have like one person within one network connected to another one or something. So I have a feeling that this very, very behind the scenes network of Garda Javidan, I mean, they know. I mean, guys, and ultimately, we Iranians, we know who is with the Islamic regime and who isn't. If you recall, right after the massacre, and then of course right after President Trump exterminated Khamenei, Iranians were going around and they were spray painting and marking the homes of IRGC officials. The reason that you're not seeing a lot of this right now is because the internet has been shut down, because the Islamic regime does not want you to know what's actually going on in occupied Iran. But I'm going to tell you right now, Iranians, they know who is with the Islamic regime and who isn't. Like this is common knowledge amongst everyone. So Iranians know who to arm and who not to arm.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, Goldie, you do such a good job in looking at the camera when you're talking. Like you're such a professional. Like I need to like try to.
Oh no, you know why? Because Armin, I bought a teleprompter. Even though I don't have but the thing is, I don't have I don't have any like script or anything right now. But sometimes like when I have to remind myself to look at the camera, like I'm like, okay, I'll just look at the camera. So there you go. Yeah.
Okay. But that's so much more effective than like talking to people while looking this way. So I don't know. There's so many things I need to learn from you.
I'm just kind of like, I'm learning from you, but yeah, I mean, I can send you the link for this teleprompter if you want, but I don't know what sort of camera you use. Like, I don't use my webcam. I mean, initially I used my webcam, but I've been using like a separate camera since then. But no, like, you don't even want to know like what my view is right now here. I can send you a photo of what my view is right now. It's pretty crazy. Here, let me share this on my thing and then I'll send it to you. But yeah, like guys, I don't have anything on my teleprompter right now, so don't like accuse me of like just speaking or whatever. But it just reminds me that, when I'm speaking with the audience, I need to look at the camera. But yeah, my setup is wild. I mean, just like you, like I literally just stare at a camera all day, every day. So wait, where is this?
Oh, okay.
Where is it? All right, let me pull this up just so you can see. It's not even like a fancy thing, but I don't know. It's because I've started doing longer videos, and then because the videos are really long, I like write out my script. But yeah, there you go. That's my view. So there's like my laptop down there, my laptop screen, and then there's like the teleprompter, but there's nothing on it right now. So.
Wow, great idea. Okay.
That's my teleprompter. Yeah, guys, I'm super fancy now. Like I'm all professional. I have a teleprompter with no text on it. I just have I have you know what? I have pictures of trees because I spend so much time indoors. I like having the picture of nature because I'm like, oh look, there's an outside world that sometimes I see. So it just reminds me of like nature and stuff. So.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I when I want to record videos, I really can't just sit down and talk to myself. Like that's why I like going live, because it's the most difficult thing for me to talk without anybody here. Okay? Like it's really difficult to me. So what I do is I bring somebody to sit there in front of me and I talk to her as if like she has to pretend like she's listening.
You know what you should do, Armin? You should just pretend like you're talking to your dogs. That's the trick that I use, even though my dog passed away. But like, I would talk to my dog all the time. So that's, I'm just like, I just pretend like, you know, my dog is there, and I'm just like, okay, so I am speaking to someone there. So yeah, it is, you do have to kind of like learn and practice, because I know it's strange, like when you're by yourself and there's no one around, and you have to kind of like pretend like you're talking to someone, but you have to remind yourself there are people who will be watching and listening. So I don't know. I think it's also because I've done a lot of like media interviews. Maybe I'm just sort of used to it, but yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Give me all these tips, Goldie. Like sometimes, like help me out here. All the professional tips.
Anytime,
Okay.
anytime.
Okay. 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 PC saying I have 3 lion and sun flags. One is on our wall. Oh wow.
Thank
Okay.
you.
That's interesting because I also have 3. One of them is tiny.
Armin, okay, I'll be right back. I actually have something really exciting. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I know we're getting late, but I really have to share this with you.
So we see 3 flags. 2 of them has crown. One of them is crownless. So this is the one with the crown.
Okay.
Ooh.
So
Unboxing.
Armin,
Wait. Unboxing.
so I've been so busy, and there's been so much news going on. I haven't had the opportunity to do like an official unboxing video. But Armin, ببین برای خودم چی خریدم.
What? Show. What?
So there is a company called Real Persian Flag, and I have purchased some very, very beautiful flags from them. And I still need to do like an official unboxing video on Instagram, but I will give you guys a sneak peek, because I have been like just holding this box is like making me shake. It's making me very emotional. Okay, I'll give you guys a sneak peek. So, it talks about the ancient origins. It's this beautiful box.
Wow.
And then Armin, look what I got. I got اصلا آرمین کیفیتش دارم میمیرم کیفیتش. Look at this. And then this is like the flag stand part. Look at this. Oh my gosh, like I'm dying. Look at this. Even the stand has like the crown on it with the flagpole. Guys, I'm gonna do like an official boxing on Instagram, but you guys got the sneak peek, like, because I want to do it justice. Like Armin, اصلا باورت نمیشه کیفیتش، یعنی اصلا هویت. Look at this هویت ایران. Like this is something else. And then look at the embroidery. Like I haven't opened it up yet. And then Armin, I have a huge one. That I have not opened yet. Look at this. And it's like high quality embroidery. Like this is like the, oh my gosh, yeah.
Wow. Oh my god. That looks so precious. Damn. So pretty. Oh my god.
I treated myself to like some Iranian flags. So
you deserve that. You deserve that.
But I need to do like an official unboxing video. But if anyone wants the company, it's called Real Persian Flag. Go look it up. It's worth every penny. So I'm going to do an official unboxing soon.
That's so beautiful. What a treat. Thank you for sharing that with us.
So Asanya. So there you go.
Yes.
But you guys got a sneak peek on Iran Revolution Live before I post
Gorgeous.
the unboxing video on Instagram.
Oh my god, that was gorgeous. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Of
Oh my
course,
god.
of course. I'm happy to share with you guys. You guys get the sneak peek.
Guys, do you see Goldie's love for Iran when she's like touching this and talking about it? Do you see her passion? You know, so it's so amazing.
Okay, people are asking for the website. So here, I'll share the website with you all. And, disclaimer, I'm not making any money off of this. Like, there's no like, sponsorship link or anything like that. So there you go. There's the link to the website in the comments. And yeah, like for me, it's worth every penny. The quality is absolutely beautiful.
Oh wow. Okay. So it's good. Go back to the super chats because
yeah, we need to end the live stream. I know we're way over.
Yeah. So in server, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's interesting because in server gets sometimes upset with me because he disagrees with me on stuff, but he still gifts membership to our community. Thank you so much for gifting one membership to Liberty Politics. People love you in server. Thank you. And then Linda with a super chat saying, Goldie, thank you for your explanation of the Shah. I am 100% with you on the need for regime change and support Pahlavi, but I am old enough to recall discussion of Savak. What is the truth here? So Goldie, that was for you.
Well, I mean, Savak was basically protecting Iranians from the jihadis and the Durkas and the communists. So the people that Savak had in jail were the same terrorists that are now controlling occupied Iran. If Savak was so bad, how the heck did all those people survive? In fact, I've actually I'm doing a documentary series on the history of Iran and Savak and everything. But I would say that don't trust anything that the Islamists and the communists say about Savak. We Iranians, we love Savak, and we're going to make Savak great again, because Savak's only mistake is that I think they were too lenient on the terrorists who are now responsible for the murder of over 100,000 Iranian people since January 2026.
Yeah, and also is Goldie, is it a coincidence that when Savak was removed and that's when the Islamic Revolution was successful? Like, is that
No,
a
it's not a coincidence at all. It's not a coincidence at all.
Yes. So you can see Savak was the wall was what was protecting Iran from an leftist Islamic takeover.
And that's why the Islamic regime hates Savak so much, and that's why they try to they put out all this fake information. Guys, they literally put out stories that Savak trained bears to rape prisoners. Right? That's why we joke about the Savak bears, because the communists and the jihadis put out these insane stories about how they trained bears to rape prisoners. Yeah.
That's why we say the return of Savak.
Yeah, the Savak bear.
Yeah, the Savak bear, the return of Savak. Right. Which is interesting, Goldie, because now the New York Times is saying that Israel is using dogs to rape Palestinians, which is an impossible thing to do. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? No dog would ever touch a Palestinian jihadi terrorist anyway. So, come on.
Right. Oh my god. Wow. Okay. And then we go to Ben. Oh, actually, one last point, guys. The exact same people that accused Savak of human rights violations are the people who now accuse Israel of genocide and apartheid. Mm-hmm. It was the exact same people internationally. So that tells you how credible they were. And Ben, thank you so much, Ben Valentine. What a beautiful name. Saying, when Iran is free, what will be some of the top things to see and do for fun? Oh my God.
Where do we begin?
Oh my God, go to Shiraz first of all.
No, go skiing. Go skiing in the Alborz Mountains in Tehran. Go skiing.
Oh my God.
Or
Okay.
go mountain hiking. Or take like the Shamal road. Or no, go
Isfahan.
Isfahan. Go to Isfahan. Do like a foodie tour. Go to every city. Do a foodie tour. Yeah, that's what you need to do. And of course,
Yes.
you want to check out Shiraz for sure. Shiraz, you know what? Everyone needs to go to Shiraz. Shiraz is the heart. That's where Persepolis is. So you definitely want to check out Persepolis. Yeah, and the tomb of Cyrus the Great.
And Sadi's burial ground.
Yeah. And then you also want to go to wherever Khomeini's, because when Iran is free, Khomeini's grave is just going to be like, like a destroyed rubble or whatever. So you want to make sure that you go to Khomeini's grave and throw some trash on his grave to make it like, useful or serve some.
No, it's beautiful. We're going to turn it into a casino and we're going to make the place where Khomeini
Trump
is buried
Tower.
into. Yeah, Trump Tower, and where Khomeini's body is, that would be the washroom.
Yes.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay. Thank you, Ben. And then we have Oracle saying, I look forward to be able to visit historical sites of ancient Persia one day. Going on tour around Iran feels like a dream that I pray comes true. Oh my God, you're going to love it. There's so many places. I can't even count the places that you could see in Iran. I think you need to visit multiple times because you're not going to be able to cover. Guys, Iran has like thousands of years of history. So imagine all the places that history has left behind that you got to go visit, like a country with 5,000, more than like thousands of years of history. So there's a lot to see. So yeah, I'm looking forward to revisiting many of those places.
And for everyone who's like biblical minded, don't forget to visit Elam.
Yes.
I've been to Elam. I'm from Elam. I was born in Elam. It's called Chorazambil. Armin, did you know that?
Chorazambil? No, tell me.
Chorazambil, do you know what that is?
No.
Oh my gosh. See, even Armin doesn't know Chorazambil. So, Chorazambil is from the ancient Elam civilization that was right before the Persian civilization. And that's where I'm from.
Ooh.
And there's like this old ziggurat and like temple and pyramids and everything. So, Armin, that's me.
Oh, that's you.
That's
oh
me.
My God.
Yeah,
that's
so that's
you.
me visiting Chorazambil like 15, 16, 17 years ago. This like ancient historical site that's like 4,000 or 5,000 years ago. Like I was born like an hour away from there. So there you go. So you definitely want to visit Elam as well, ancient Elam.
If you're also interested in biblical stuff, you also have to visit.
I know what you're going to say.
Esther's burial ground, right?
The tomb of Esther, yes.
Esther, yes.
In Hamadan.
Esther Hamadan. Here, let me bring this up. Aram, go ahead. Esther va Mordechai. So that's how you pronounce it in Persian. Esther Mordechai. Esther va Mordechai. So Aram, go ahead. Esther Mordechai. It's in Hamadan, and this is where you should go to visit it. This is what it looks like, and this is what it looks like inside. Ooh, look at that. So this is the door to get in. So I think that's, oh, by the way, obviously the number one place you need to visit if you are biblically minded is Cyrus's burial ground.
Yes, which is in Shiraz.
Yes. Aram, go ahead, Kurush. So that looks like this.
Oh, beautiful.
Yes. So actually, yeah, that's anybody, and if you're Jewish, that's the first place you need to visit, even before Esther. Right? Esther comes second. First visit Cyrus. Okay.
Just seeing that photo gives me like chills. Like it's like
chills.
It
Yes.
just,
Oh,
but
look at
Armin,
the
doesn't it give you chills? Like this is just like it calls to your blood. Like if you know, for us Iranians, like there's just like this, I don't know, something in our DNA or genetics or something, you know, we see these ancient sites and we're like, this is our origins. This is where we came from. So it calls to us. It sings to our blood.
Yeah, exactly. And guys, and Goldie, for people who are interested in Zoroastrianism, they should go visit the Zoroastrian temple in Yazd.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Beautiful
Yeah.
place.
Look at this. This is so yeah.
Gorgeous. 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 Guys, see? That's what I have on my wall.
Right. Okay. And then, oh my God, thank you guys for all the super chats. You guys are so sweet. All right. Sergio, I think. Sergio, you're saying, hey, hello, hey, Goldie and Armin. In the retail side of things, in what sector of Iran would retail investors see a great return that will help Iran and retail investors once Iran is open for investing? I think tourism. I also think dates, caviar, pistachios, carpets,
rug.
obviously.
Yeah, Persian
Rugs,
rug.
yeah. Persian rugs. I think the tourism industry will have a huge boost, like hotels, tour guides.
Oh yeah.
That's yeah. So also, I know this might not sound very Iranian, but the tech sector will have a huge boom, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know it's not ancient like traditional Persian stuff, but the Iranian people have been really, you know, they have had a lot of achievements in tech every time they leave Iran. So I think the tech sector, and there's a lot of really talented people in Iran. This is why, by the way, guys, this is actually why it's such a disaster that the internet is cut, because there were so many Iranian coders and other tech savvy people inside Iran that used to work for clients outside of Iran. And that was a big part of the, you know, individual people who are so geniuses at coding and stuff that were making money. They found a way to make money. Young Iranian people that were so smart and they were like expert coders, and now they all lost their job. You know, some of the highest paying jobs in Iran, and now because there's no internet, they can't communicate with their clients. It's such a disaster. They don't have access to AI, and all the coders have access to AI, and they don't have access to AI. It's such a disaster. But the tech sector, I think, is going to have a huge explosion. Yeah, and thank you for the super chat. Any other retail area that you think of, Goldie?
Not that comes to mind right now. I mean, we're literally dealing with again like a $1 trillion market economy that's untapped. But
right.
I know there's already a lot of like Iranian, investors and business people who are like outside of occupied Iran who are going to be going in and investing, and a lot of government contracts and stuff. But I would say for just like the typical sort of, actually the other big sort of sector that's not necessarily retail, but might be like sort of commercial retail, construction. Construction is going to be huge. Not only because Iran's going to be rebuilding all of the, everything that was boomed, right? Like all the IRGC stuff, like all that needs to be like rebuilt. Not necessarily into IRGC stuff, but you got to clear the stuff and rebuild a building or whatever the case might be. Rebuild a police station to make it like a legitimate modern police station. But I would say anyone who's in like the construction industry or anything related to construction, guys, we need roads. We need roads. We need like, pipelines. We need infrastructure. Trucking, guys, trucking is going to be commercial trucking, going to be huge. So yeah, anything related to sort of commercial infrastructure construction, that's also going to be huge because we're going to be doing, and guys, it's not because of what's been happening with the United States and Israel. It's because for the last 50 years, the Islamic regime has completely neglected Iran. So everything that we have is pretty much things that were built when the Shah was still in power. And when the Islamic regime came to power, they began neglecting the country. So there needs to be like an overhaul of pretty much everything in the country because we're still stuck in the 1970s.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so let's go through these. Super Bakers is saying, I feel like after this crazy, confusing news cycle this weekend, more people are researching about Iran. Yeah. Those of us who are here for a while now are well equipped with knowledge to become a voice for Iranians as well now. Thank you to thanks to you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. Thank you. Amir with a super chat saying, you taught me about Zahak and it's fascinating. Maybe make a stream sometime about Zoroastrian mythology, main figures. It would be lovely. No rush. Oh, that's a great idea. That's a great idea for a video. See, Javid Shah, back to you, and Amazrael Khai. Like Amir is so, united with the Iranian people. He's like Iranian now, and he always has profile pictures. He always supports us from Israel, and he always has profile pictures with him with the flag of Israel and Iran. So, Amir, you're so great. We really appreciate you. Thank you for being here. And then we have Checkmate Stallion just gave a membership gift to somebody in Goldie's channel. So somebody now is a member because of you. Thank you so much for the gift. And then Willie Coyote saying, hoping that you get what you hope for, a free run. Yes, that's what we're fighting for. That's what we're fighting for. And we will get there for sure. One way or another, sooner or later. Hopefully sooner. Uncle, thank you so much. Saying, Armin, does that mug behind you say communist tears? You saw? Oh no. Okay, you saw it? Yes, it does. It does. Wow, good catch. How did you see that? That's a good eye. Oh my god. Look at this. Yes. It says commie tears. Wow, I didn't think anybody would see that from so far away. Yes.
You should make a mug and add that to your merch page. People would appreciate that.
Yeah, I should when I find time. That's a great idea. And also at the bottom it says still warm. Commie tears. Still warm.
I love that.
Yeah. Okay. Wow, how did you see that? That's good. That's good. Okay. Oh my god. All right. Then the next super chat is Jeff. Jeff is saying a poem. There once was a pod man called Armin. He found a good way to arm them. Using ideas on the web is safer instead on the boom booms that would harm him. Oh my god. Wow, that's great.
I love that boom booms is going like international. Like everyone needs to start just saying boom booms. Like we need to be on a mission here to make like someone in the mainstream media just be like, well, when we're talking about the boom booms, what do we actually mean? Like that's a life goal of mine. We need to make boom booms go viral.
Goldie, that's already what's happening in our discussion group because of you. Like
really?
People won't. That's everybody. Like people don't say. Like I said, people just casually use it as if that's the official way to talk about kinetic military operations. And some people who are new to our like discussion group or to our channel are like, why are you guys talking like that? And like people are like, and we have some people there who are like expert military analysts, and he's using all of these like really complicated military like vocabulary. But then he says when the boom boom started, like, oh my god, what
Yes, mission accomplished, guys. Mission accomplished. Although, you know what? It's also a way to like kind of like avoid like, I don't know, YouTube community violations or whatever. That's why I say boom booms. But I'm so happy it's catching on. We need to make boom booms go international, go viral.
Yes,
like you have my full blessing on this. Everyone needs to use the boom booms.
Yes. Wait, look at this. Like Kat is actually surprised. Kat is from our discussion group. It's like, wait, isn't that the official term?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It is.
It's the official term. I say it's the official term. There you go.
Yes, it is. It is.
You know what? How about this? The next time I do a media interview, I will try to somehow sneak in the word boom booms. How about that?
Boom, boom. Ooh, that's good.
And
Oh my
that
God.
will
Yes.
be my message. That'll be sort of like my sneaky shout out to all, everyone in the Iran Revolution Live community. So if you ever see me do a media interview and I just say the word boom booms, that's like me giving a shout out to all you guys, like from a sneaky shout out.
Guys, that's to you guys. So if you see her say that, she's basically, that's for you. Okay. Wink, wink to you guys. I Night Call is saying, free Iran, make Iran great again. God bless Iran and his people. Hope one day to vacation in Iran and celebrate with the people. Stay strong. We will see you there. We will celebrate with you. Okay. We will celebrate with you. Thank you.
It'll be like a decade-long party, guys.
Yes, true. We have to we have to make up for all the decades that we couldn't party and celebrate.
Yeah.
You're right. Sharon, thank you so much for the super chat saying, I have a good answer for this. What would it take to get internet out of IRGC control? Nothing other than toppling the regime. Yes, go on.
I was just gonna say, what would it take to get the internet out of IRGC control? Boom booms.
Boom booms. Yes, boom booms. There you go.
That's the only way. That's the only way, unfortunately.
Yes.
Yeah, there's no other way. As long as the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps is in control of the country, the Iranian people will be held hostage, and that means the internet will be shut off because the Islamic regime is scared of the outside world knowing the truth. So the only way to stop that is to basically eradicate the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps.
Yeah. By the way, I really appreciate Leo counting the super chats on the on Liberty Politics, and she's using Persian words. So thank you, Leo. Yeah, she's like sizdah. Okay, so thank you, Leo. That's so cool. Okay. Okay, I already read that, and then Shannon, going from Shannon to Shannon, saying you two are widest. Anglo put a free Iran sticker on his car. Oh, thank you, Shannon. Since then, I have educated several people about the flag. Oh, and the Durka occupation. Yes, okay, that's also we should be official. The Durka occupation. I can't be the only American. You're doing an incredible job. Don't despair. We won't. Thank you, Shannon.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, we cannot wait until we can welcome Americans back to Iran with open arms. Guys, it's going to be a huge party. And yeah, Americans will have first class VIP tickets to wherever. Israelis as well, of course. And of course, everyone else who's, in Iran Revolution Live, part of the community. But we can't wait to party with you all in a free Iran. We're going to have a great time. Thank you so much for your support. Really appreciate that.
Thank you, Shannon. And then Omid saying, میدونین شما هم جاویدنام هستین. آرمین عزیز گلسای گل اسم شما هم جاوید میمونه. Oh, thank you.
Sepas.
So guys, Omid is saying, do you know you will be eternal? Dear Armin, Golsai Gol. So how do you translate that? Golsai Gol.
Well, because my name Golsa means like a flower. So yes. Golsai Gol means, Goldie the flower.
Goldie the flower. There you go. Golden, it's like Golden Goldie. It's kind of like Golden Goldie, like using her name as a way to appreciate her, right? Esme Shama ham Javid Mimune. So your names will be eternal. Thank you, Ami. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you. That's very kind of you.
And then Halzayan, I'm sure I pronounced that perfectly, flawless, saying so much for the super chat, by the way. Thank you. Saying touching grass on screen still counts. No worries.
Oh, he's referring to my environment photo. Okay, guys, there we go. There we go. I'm touching I'm almost touching the teleprompter screen. There you go. So I'm touching grass on screen. I hope that counts.
Oh my god. Yeah, guys, because I don't get to go out much, I brought the grass to me. So I created a garden area. So when I'm consuming content, I have like flowers and plants around me because I don't get much nature.
I stare at the tree background because that way when I'm looking at the camera, I'm looking into like a forest to remind me that there is an outside world.
That exists. It still exists. Okay. Okay, we have Arian. Thank you so much for the super chat, Arian, saying hello, Goldie and Armin from late night. From where is that flag? What is that
That's
flag?
Switzerland.
Oh, okay, Switzerland.
I think that's Switzerland.
Okay.
Yeah, it is Switzerland.
Okay, so from Switzerland, late night. Love you and your work. Wait, hold on. خسته نباشید ممنون مرسی لطف دارین. Do you think strikes will happen after May 29th because of the ongoing Hajj in Saudi Arabia? So guys, that is a good guess. That is, I'm not saying it's because of that, but it is possible. Not saying it's probable. We don't know, but it is possible that the Americans were planning on doing a military strike on Friday, and then either like maybe the UAE was saying we're not ready to defend ourselves, and also Saudi Arabia was saying this is going to devastate my Hajj income. This is like going to destroy us. So wait for after the Hajj. It is possible because Hajj this year is from May 24th to May 29th. So maybe. I'm not saying that's what it is, but it is an interesting theory, right? To consider.
I mean, it could be the case, but if I was going to play devil's advocate, I would say, well, a lot of people were saying that the United States and Israel wouldn't start the conflict with the Islamic regime during Ramadan because it was Ramadan, but they didn't really care about Ramadan and they exterminated Khamenei during Ramadan. However, this is a little bit different. So that could very well be the case as well.
Right. So exactly, because for example, for Ramadan, people are just at their home. Hajj is like the world's biggest tourism event that generates so much money for Saudi Arabia, where people travel to Saudi Arabia. And if we have war in that region, then people are not going to come. And also, this is why Saudi Arabia was putting videos out showing that we have so much defense. Don't worry, come to Hajj. They were trying to tell Muslims worldwide that there's no safety issue. Look, we have air defense. We have this. Okay. So they're really worried that Muslims are not going to show up this year fearing a war. So they were advertising against that. Right. So that could be. And some genius in our group had this idea that President Trump should say, like, okay, we're not going to do it during Hajj. And then right when the Hajj starts, then do military operations right in the middle of Hajj, right? After they told the Saudis that they're not going to do that, so that the Islamic Republic attacks and the Hajj, and then Muslims will start turning against the Islamic Republic as well. So that was like an evil genius plan somebody had, like that, but it wasn't serious anyways.
If this theory turns out to be true, it just goes to show the hypocrisy of these countries, because these countries pretty much care more about tourism dollars than they do about the lives of Iranians and the Iranians who are being executed every day by the Islamic regime. But, that's unfortunately how geopolitics works, and that's how the world works. So, yeah.
Exactly.
But it is exposing their hypocrisy.
True. And then Wolf saying, Armin, if anyone tells you, thank you, Wolf, by the way, Wolfguard for the super chat, saying, Armin, if anyone tells you you aren't doing enough, they aren't judging you fairly. Your knowledge helps combat the leftist, Islamist, and it's an essential part of this fight. Javid Shah, is that Barodar? Oh, yeah, I think it's Barodar. Oh, thank you. Well, thank you, Barodar. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That's so sweet. Oh, thank you so much. That's very sweet. I appreciate that. Guys, you guys give us so much motivation. Thank you. Sherry saying, soon that flag will fly over a free run. Soon.
Yeah. The Lion Sun flag. Absolutely, it will. Thank you.
Absolutely. Yes. And then Amir, always so supportive, saying, when you said Esther va Mordechai, my heart skipped a beat. Oh, really? Okay, that's so sweet. Okay, soon, Amir, you will be able to visit it. Amir, me and you will visit her resting place together. Okay, together, and then the mischief guide is saying, why is the Iranian army fencing? Well, first of all, the Artish, the heads of the Artish, remember, they're RGC. Okay, so the heads of the Artish is no difference from IRGC, unless some of them are spies and helping the Israelis and America, but most of them are the same as IRGC. The body of the Artish, they don't have access to guns. They're not just given guns readily for them to use, and the regime is suspicious of them, so they limit their access to guns. So there's not that much that you could expect from them, right? So but it is a question a lot of people are asking. And thank you again for the super chats. Halzion is saying, will Zoroastrian fire temples be reopened? Yes, and consecrated once the regime falls and Iran is free again. Yes, there are many temples that are not active and have been shut down. And I bet you, especially because so many people globally are now interested in Zoroastrianism, so a lot of them are going to be open, and the Iranian people are also interested. Because, guys, for Iranian people, many Iranian people are not Zoroastrian, but they appreciate Zoroastrian symbol and history and culture and traditions as the symbols of their country and a representation of their soil and their history, and a way for them to express their patriotism. So even if you're not Zoroastrian, yeah,
we like so for Iranians who are not Zoroastrian but who are maybe agnostic or atheist or whatever, we're culturally Zoroastrian, right? So this, because the Zoroastrian culture is deeply ingrained with the Iranian identity itself. So you can't separate Iranian history from Zoroastrianism. So even for those Iranians who might not be religiously Zoroastrian, we're all culturally Zoroastrian. And one of the examples is Nowruz, for example. So Nowruz, which is the first day of spring, it's originally a Zoroastrian tradition, religious celebration, but today it's celebrated by all Iranians regardless of religion. It's viewed as like a cultural celebration. So that's like one example.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, and then we have Hezi saying +1 for Amir's idea. I love that too. Visiting Esther's resting place. Okay, we'll go together. Okay, we'll all go together, and you're invited as well. We'll do a group tour together. And thank you for the super chat. And then John is saying, Armin, I've seen that mug for a while. What is that?
Chappie's crying. Chappie.
Oh, Chappie. Oh my God, leftists are crying. Yes, okay. Oh my God, thank you. Oh my God. Okay, yes.
See,
Chappie.
now you're relying on Goldie GPT. Look at that. Goldie GPT to the rescue.
Yes, you're I'm not good at Fingilisi. This is Fingilisi.
I know.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Sarah is saying, yesterday my neighbor told me he opened it. First of all, thank you, Sarah. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Always supportive. Saying, yesterday my neighbor told me he hoped Iran signs a peace deal. I told him we don't want that. The term peace deal is confusing MSM watchers. Yes. So thank you, Sarah, for educating them. That person, your neighbor, was probably trying to be supportive to you, knowing that you're Iranian. But this is why the word peace deal confuses them. They think like, okay, you are Iranian, you must want peace, right? So thank you for educating people, Sarah. Thank you. I appreciate that. And yeah, guys, a lot of people have no idea like what the Iranian people want. So it's so good that you guys are out there and telling people all of this.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Deborah. Oh, so Kotak chunky yogurt.
Yes. Kotak chunky yogurt. I'm down with that. I'm down with that. Kotak chunky yogurt.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Deborah. That's funny. And then we have Jedi saying boom boom. Yes.
Boom
boom
boom.
boom. Boom boom. Yes, exactly. And then another one from Jedi saying, oh, wait. Oh, make boom boom great again. MBBA. Okay.
I should, you know what? I should make like a hat or a T-shirt that says like
Yes.
"Make boom booms great
Boom
again."
boom great again. Yes. People were demanding that as a merch, actually. Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll come up with like a hat or a T-shirt or something. If you guys really want like a "Make boom booms great again" thing, all right, I'll see what I can
Yes.
come up with. Oh my gosh.
That would be good. Okay, and then we have Bill. Bill, thank you so much for the super chat saying you two are awesome. I am retired factory worker from Indiana, USA. Have learned so much here. Wow. Okay, great. Coming to Iran to see the biblical sites when you are free. Okay, we will love hosting you there. Hopefully, we get to see you in person. And thank you so much for that encouraging words and the support. I appreciate that. Okay, and then see, this is what I'm telling you, the guys, the tourism industry in Iran is going to explode like once Iran is free. And then we have Jeremy saying, if my mom's research is correct, then I am a descendant of Esther. Are you really? Okay, wow. Okay, hopefully your mom is correct.
That's super cool.
Wow, that is pretty cool. Okay, how do you say the first part? Hadassah Esther, right? Is that how I pronounce it?
Hadassah Esther, yeah.
Esther, yeah. Okay, thank you, Jeremy. And then last super chat. Thank you, Galveston County Mike.
Galveston County's in Texas.
In Texas. Okay. See, Goldie knows. Goldie loves Texas. She was in Texas. That's how she knows these things.
I've been to Galveston Beach too, so I know.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, she's Bakhtiari, so that's why she loves that's why she loves Texas.
True. That is true.
That is true. Okay. So Galveston County Mike is saying, imagine a free Iran, the beginning of archaeological dig projects. Ooh. On ancient Hebrew and Christian sites and finding undiscovered historical locations. Ooh, oh my God, that's actually, that's, I'm getting goosebumps thinking about the documentaries that will come out of that new discovery. Oh my God, yes, guys, you see all the archaeological digging projects in Jerusalem. There's so many untouched sites like that. In Iran, so many places that there hasn't been enough funding or enough motivation for people to go and research. There's an entire country like as big as Iran in so many different places that we have so many mysteries to uncover. So yeah, I can see that. And thank you again, by the way, for the generous super chat. Looking forward to all of that.
Well, guys, we were really lucky today because Armin stayed with us an extra hour. Armin graced us with his presence by staying with us for an extra hour. So I know it went a little bit late, but thank you so much, Armin. Really appreciate that.
No, thank you. I'm already getting angry messages. So I'm so oh my God. Good.
All right. You'll make it up. You'll make it up. But guys, thank you all for being here again. Once again, my apologies. We had to start a little bit late because I was at a meeting earlier today. But we will see you guys tomorrow at our regularly scheduled time for day 149 of Iran Revolution Live. And until then,
I'm Israel Chai. Long live America.
God bless America.
Javid Shah.
Payande Iran. See you guys tomorrow.
غرق انقلاب است. کشور ما، تاریخ ما ترسیده گر فرا گرفته، گویی اهورا مستا دوباره در نور خود مرا گرفته. اکنون سرودی سر میدهم باز فارغ از رنج و تشویش، ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش، ایران غرق انقلاب ای پسر برخیز و با ما شهنگاه تا درد آن تجربه تلخ ما را نکشیده در پا بگذار هر دم بغرند برکا دم لباس میش ایران قرن انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش ایران قرن انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش ای کارگر ای برزگر راحت قانون ادامه دارد در این زمان که پرتو یزدان از هر سو بر تو میبارد پس پیش به سوی آزادی از بحر خزر تا کیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش خلقا به پا بحر دفاع از استقلال و آزادی تا بشکنیم پشت ارتجاع تیریزی ویران آبادی تا زنده سازیم سنت‌های می از بر آیین و کیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش
با امید روزی که تمام این دلبشو و انقلاب تموم بشه و ما در روشنایی نور و سعادت مردم کشورمون غرق بشیم
نه خارجی نه بیگانه نه مستشارهای ویرانی نه چیر خاران نه کاسه لیسان فقط هم رزمان ایرانی ما با شرافت میهنی بسازی بهر فرزندان خویش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش مردان بیایی داخل صف ما اکنون که آغاز رویاست دشمنان بدانی ما زنده هستی بعد از ما هم ایران پابرجاست آن روح شیطان ما را فریب داد با صد شعار مردمیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش پرچم ما پرچم ایران غرق خون شهیدان روی شانه هامان حمل میکنیمش در هر خیابان و میدان تا ماسک دلغکان را برداریم از روی تسبیح و ریش